Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. I saw something on the way in this morning that what'd you see, Jake? That kind of shocked me. We've talked on the show before about how early you can mow places, what's allowed. I am dead serious. I'm driving by 70th and Van Dorn area at 5:30. I look to my left and somebody is mowing. Now, it's a commercial property, so it's not residential, but someone was mowing this morning at 5:30, and you would love this because he was mowing through a sprinkler also. He was mowing the property, and I swear to you, there was a sprinkler he was mowing right through at that point. I said, what is happening right now?
Pushing a mower.
Push mower. Yep. On the way to work, I saw
That's better time.
at 5:30 a.m. pushing the mower through the sprinkler system.
I think the long crews are in a pickle because right now there's standing water again and things are wet. So there's been a lot of rain, and so to try to we have a limited window and they can get out. And it's like okay, I think there's more rain today. Maybe is that correct?
I think so. Yeah, maybe.
I thought there's a chance of more rain today, so I'm sure everyone's like,
Ask
hey,
Greg.
Yeah, we can. Missing Tooth Greg. Maybe we could talk to him. See if
He says
Early afternoon, some rain, some thunderstorms today in Lincoln.
So I think we're on the same page here. I think the stool's on the same page. I think this guy's under some pressure to get that done.
He had numbers he had to meet today. Yeah.
So he's mowing through the sprinkler.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Number one's early, but there's water he's going through, not standing water, sprinkler water.
Bill would have just parked and watched.
I should have just stopped. I should have stopped.
Watch this. This is.
And when you said what you're doing, just say, "I'm just amazed by what you're doing."
This is artistic.
Want to take this in?
We're gonna take this all in. I love taking.
I wish I had stopped.
I've noticed that you do
I take a lot in.
You take things in.
I do.
I've noticed that.
I have a Bill Shrills coming up on that. I'm taking things.
All right, I'm not.
Yeah, you didn't bring it up. It's already done.
That was dangerous.
It's already done.
That's
part of my
wild.
drive to work. Somebody mowing the grass through a sprinkler system at 5:30.
Greg did say he has a cumulative inch of rain in his rain gauge from the week. Yeah.
Cumulative.
Is he coming in on Friday? Possibly. I haven't seen him in 2 months.
We've not seen Greg in 2 months. It's been very odd. He vacationed Florida in the middle of summer. Odd.
Yep.
Okay, where you want to go?
Subject easy now.
Yeah, very odd. February, yes. Middle of summer, no.
Interesting timing, Greg. So he's not coming Friday.
Let's not address that one. I don't know. I don't
changed
know
his whole work schedule. This is a lot.
He is pretty. I mean, he doesn't like to reveal whether he's coming on Friday or not. So
He does like to show up with the unannounced. He kind of likes because it's kind of a hero status. Yes.
He brings rolls. He brings chocolate milk. We haven't had it for a month and a half.
It's hero status.
It's been like April.
It is hero. When he comes in, it's like it is.
I thought of it as heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's an element of that. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's going to be Friday or not. Tomorrow's Friday, though, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So it's Thursday.
Let it play out.
Let's gotta let it play out. Are you upset, Steve, that you didn't get a chance because of the event last night? You didn't get a chance to catch the NBA live, the draft?
A little bit. Yeah. I don't know if you're asking me a serious question or not, but a little bit. I got home earlier than you, and I did kind of look at it. There's a lot of names I frankly don't recognize.
That's the problem with the draft. Half the people you don't know.
That one, and the other problem with the draft is, from my perspective, I last night when I got home late, I go, I better take a look at the draft. So I took a look at it, and it's and I believe out of the 30 teams, I think 14 or maybe more were all trades. They drafted him and traded him here. Drafted, traded. Can you
get annoying?
Can you imagine that one? Number 1 overall, Cam Ward. He'll be traded to the Cardinals.
There's a lot of that.
I mean, it was like,
yeah.
So I was trying to figure out who's even where, but don't even know.
Hard to, yeah. You'll have to digest it today at some point, but I totally agree with you. It makes it kind of tricky. I was mostly interested in about 4 guys, so and Bryce did not get drafted.
He did not.
We'll talk about that.
I didn't realize that it was 2 days now in the draft. It used to be just round 1 and 2 in the same day. I don't know when that changed to 2 different days of the draft.
Yeah,
I was surprised to hear that round 2 is today. I'm like, really? That's news to me.
Kind of surprised with that a little
Text
bit.
line. When did that change?
Yeah.
Thank you. Please. 464-5685. When did it change? 2 days for a 2-round draft.
I listened to not like getting crazy NBA talk, but I did listen to someone that was very interesting about general managers and owners. Is because you see all these really good players that some of them weren't highly drafted, and where they go. Just think about this. It's always discussed with Michael Jordan that he went 3rd. So 2 teams passed on the greatest player to ever play. So the point is, so what their point was after number 1, they said after Flag, Dallas slept well. The rest of them didn't, because it's like you take someone at 4 and someone takes someone. Or
I see what you're saying.
Or all of a sudden it's like, hold it.
Yeah.
If you bypassed on somebody it's like, and you passed them and they end up being like one of the best players in the history of the game, and you're the GM that said no go.
Yeah.
Because anymore, it's best player available. It's not like got to have a big, so we're taking a big. No, they'll take the best player available basically every time. And anyway, I thought
that is interesting.
It's very interesting because if you bypass on people, it's like, what did you do?
Right.
There's a lot of people right now. I mean, pretty solid quarterback, took him to the Super Bowl. I mean, Purdy's pretty solid with the Niners. You heard what Luke talked to him about.
Yes.
He's Mr. Irrelevant. So at some point in time, someone's sitting there right now with no quarterback going like, you mean we could have taken him in the 6th round or the 7th round?
Early 7th.
Early 7th. We couldn't just, I mean, because the 7th round's like, I don't care. Do whatever you want. Just take somebody.
Throw a dart.
Let's get going. And they could have taken him. And
so yeah, you're talking about the draft of is that 1984?
Yeah,
that sounds right.
When Jordan went 3rd, so it was Akeem Olajuwon, number 1.
Makes sense. Number 2 is the one that gets you is Bowie. Sam Bowie. Yes.
Good job. From Kentucky.
Yeah, because he was injured all the time.
Yeah.
Now, also as a big man time, though. You did. So Elijah.
I love it when Bill starts talking NBA.
Hey,
old school NBA.
Old school NBA.
Bowie was a big man.
Bowie was a big man out of Kentucky.
Yep.
And was always hurt. But
he was always hurt.
Houston, no, you're not. You can't give him a lot of heat.
No.
Elijah won 2 championships, and he was.
They went back to back, right?
Probably one of the most amazing big men to ever play. I mean, doesn't even get the credit yet to this day. I mean,
from us, he will.
Yeah, it's like he was
a joy to watch.
You guys love him.
Oh,
you guys are very big Olajuwon fans.
Freaking nature.
Freak. And it was so much fun. So that's not a bad deal. But yeah, when you start missing on people, you start going, whoa.
Hey, Bill, how about Olajuwon's turnaround jumper on the
baseline? Yes. From the baseline. Oh, yeah, it was. It was unbelievable. It's about a 12 to 14 foot shot.
Almost
you couldn't defend it.
No.
He's 7 foot. That big high shot.
I almost dropped an F-bomb.
So that draft delivered one of the absolute best bigs of all time and the best player of all time.
Yeah. And Barkley, by the way, Barkley was 5th.
It's pretty
good. Pretty good draft.
Yeah, Sam Perkins was 4th. Then you'll remember this.
Sam Perkins.
Melvin Turpin, number 6.
Yes,
that did not work out.
Did not work out well. Melvin Turpin did not go.
Was not athletic.
Give us a few more. Give us a couple more. We're going to go to the 84 draft.
84. It's a good start, by the way.
Good starts. 40 years ago.
So Hakeem, Bowie, Jordan, Perkins, Barkley. Barkley's 5. Mel Turpin 6. Alvin Robertson 7.
Solid out of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Went to Milwaukee.
Okay, if you know this next one, where he's from, Bill, if you know this next one, I would not have known where this guy played. I would not have known. I'm full disclosure. I'm embarrassed to admit that. The Clippers took Lancaster Gordon, number 8.
Boy, I do remember him too. Lancaster,
good name.
I think he was a rangy guard, but I don't know where he played.
Yeah, I can't name. No, I'm the same way. I don't know.
Louisville.
You
may or may not remember this one. Number 9 was Otis Thorpe. forward.
He's thinking. I
Center.
can see. Look at his brain's working over
It's a
there.
hard one. It's a hard one.
Also, the Thorpe had a solid career, very solid. He was a 10, 12-year guy. I'm not sure either. Yeah.
Providence.
Yeah.
You know way you'd know the 10 guy. Leon Wood played at Cal State
Fullerton.
You did know
knew
that.
One. No, I knew Leon. Yeah, I did that. I knew that. He didn't he play on one of the Olympic teams?
I don't know.
I believe he did as an amateur.
Hey, we're proving that we watch sports right now.
Better Times. Better Times. We watched him a lot. So yeah, Lancaster Gordon was a 6'3" guard. I remember what he looked like. I don't remember where he played.
Because there's people. SGA went 11th. So there's GMs going real cool, man.
Yep.
So we passed on him.
Right.
We passed it. We had a conversation, and you or someone said that no, we need to go with this person, and he was the MVP of the league.
Yep.
So that's when people that's how you get fired.
Well, then you think about the Clippers who traded him away for Paul George and traded away all the assets. Like, okay, we had that guy.
Yep.
We didn't trade him away at draft night. We had him play here for a year or two, and then traded him, and now he's a champion. OKC's got a dynasty, and we're sitting here with old aging Paul George.
Good point. Hey, in that draft also, Rick Carlisle was number 70
out of Virginia, right?
Yep, bam. Yep. I'm just looking to see if anybody low hit big. Anyway, that was 1984, and that was fun.
All right, let's go to 85.
Let's go through all the drafts here.
Yeah, interesting. Mel Turpin. I like that guy, but
I've never heard of him before.
He's a big man.
Yeah.
He was big at unathletic Kentucky. So they had Turpin and the other Kentucky guy, Sam Bowie. They had Turpin and Bowie.
Well, what did Duke have? Is it they had 3 in the top? What 7, 8 yesterday? And they said they're gonna have a couple in the second round.
They did. That guy that I never would have guessed when I first started watching him. We should
the big center.
This. No, the guard that looks like
Knipple.
Yeah, Knipple.
Yeah,
never would have guessed it.
Fourth. Didn't see fourth coming
ahead of Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey was hilarious. Did you hear his interview? I heard it this morning. Not happy. He's like, well, I guess you can only control what you. I have no control over who takes it. He went to the Jazz, and he's mad. And that was his first interview. The first interview, it was horrendous. And if I'm the Jazz, I'm just like,
great. What did we get?
Yeah, this is awesome.
He wanted to stay out east, I think. Brooklyn was one of his teams. I think he wanted to play for Miami, and then he had 3 teams he wanted to play for. We'll get into that later.
He's Bailey, mad, upset with this draft choice last night.
So the second round's today.
Second round, yeah. And per David from Renew, thank you for the research. This started last year. It's why we didn't know. This is the 2 days of 2 rounds began last year. David. I must have missed that somehow.
Verging away from basketball, I did hear something on the radio that I almost had to pull over. I was listening to Sirius. Sorry, we can do that.
We're allowed to listen to things.
Yeah, we could.
There's a guy from warchant.com of the On3 network.
I
think it's the On3 network. And he mentioned that he believes that James Williams, and again, I pulled off. James Williams is a one and doneer at Florida State. He's going to start. And he believes that if everything goes according to form, Williams will be there 1 year and then off to the NFL. I'm like, whoa. What world are we in now?
Well, the worst part would be that would be one of those things. He was here.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't believe it though.
Yeah,
I don't buy it. There's a lot of off-season talk that doesn't.
He hasn't played there yet. It's still off-season for him.
Right. He had 5.5 sacks here. He got upfield a lot, but whatever. Just idle chit-chat.
I'm glad you didn't pull over. Fine. I don't think. Would you be shocked by that if it happened?
If he was one and done?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think I would agree with that as well.
100% shocked. But think about the Nebraska influence at Florida State. Tony White, Evan Cooper. I think Papuchis is still there, right? John Papuchis.
I believe so.
Yeah. And then James Williams, Terrence Knighton, of course. And yeah. Is there another? I don't remember.
Somebody else, but I forget.
Oh, yeah.
Thompson, you said.
Yeah, Thompson's starting. I mean, they're going to have 2 guys starting that were at Nebraska.
And they open up with?
Bama.
Alabama.
Huge.
And I know you talked briefly about that you hit on with the quarterback from Boston College. And you hit on basically just the part where you said he was mistreated at Boston College. That's not even the fun stuff. That's not even the good quotes. His quotes were
Alabama's not what it used to be.
Saban, don't have Saban to save you anymore. Oh, I mean, it was incredible.
I don't think you should do that.
I think it's awesome.
Why hand them 7 points?
What's that? No, it'd just be awesome for us. We do a radio show.
Oh yeah,
and it was fun to listen to. Other than that, I mean, I'd be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
We're
whoa.
just handing them 7 points because they'll be revved up.
Here was the quote from Thomas Castellanos going to Florida State. Says, "I dreamed of moments like this. I dreamed of playing against Alabama. They don't have Nick Saban to save them. I just don't see them stopping me. I hope people don't think that Florida State is going to be the same team as it was last year because we have weapons. People can't just sit back in zone coverage and watch me." Thomas Castellanos is full of confidence right now at FSU.
Yeah. I don't know why you do that.
I just don't see them stopping me, is what he said about Alabama. Fresh off a 9-3 season last year.
The funny thing was, remember, he got benched.
He did.
At Boston College. He was the more talented.
He was pretty good.
When
a
you
team
watch,
that barely made a bowl game.
He has a lot of raw talent.
He has a lot of raw talent. And then when you watched him, and then you watch the quarterback that Nebraska had to play against, there's quite a difference.
Not the same. No.
Not the same.
But I come from the world where don't poke that bear.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do it. It's still Bama. They're gonna have dudes.
And I know you're new, but it was the most horrific year maybe in college football history. That Florida State went to they won 2.
They went 2-10.
They went 2-10. You know how hard it is to go 2-10?
Easy now.
It's hard. In the ACC, and that's not the SEC, that's the ACC.
Easy.
And they only play 8 games. They're a conference.
I get it.
So
it's hard.
Yeah, really hard. I know it's hard. It's hard on Marty. I know it's Marty. I apologize, but I think
Marty doesn't like to talk about it.
I don't think Marty would agree. If we went to court with Marty, he'd be like, I'm with you guys on this.
Yeah, he'd have to face the reality.
Well, it's hard because he waves at the Norvell every day when he's on his jog.
That the way Marty approaches it, he just doesn't talk about it. Like if I bring up Florida, like I brought this up to him yesterday, just moved on to another subject.
Just
uninterested.
What's Adam's team?
I'd say Nebraska.
Okay.
Yeah, still lives here.
Yeah, I'd say he's not fervent though. He's more of a fervent He likes the basketball team.
So he's like Jake.
I've seen him at the bars ahead of the games before.
Yes, you have. You've seen
a couple times.
Yeah,
different at various spots.
Yeah.
Oh wow, various.
I saw him at Beer House. I saw him at the end zone before.
Hey, he likes to come
he's
down.
Getting ready for the game.
Yeah, he likes to come down and go to the basketball game.
I've seen him.
Adam. Hey, what about last night?
Well, we're going to get to it right now. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by 738 Ag.
Joey!
Need seed, chemicals, fertilizer, or someone to run the sprayer for you? 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application included. Learn more at 738ag.com. Joey Robinson and the team in Bertrand.
Jake, we had incredible people last night.
We did.
From that made a trip from South Carolina. They drove all the way from South Carolina to South Dakota to come down, and then worlds collided again. His cousin is married to Joey.
That's right.
His cousin
Jeremiah.
That's Jeremiah in South Carolina.
Yes. Yeah, is married. So that was fun. We had a great conversation about the 738. And he's part of it. He was part of last night, and he was a big part of what's going on at 738 also. Worlds collided. A
lot of worlds were colliding last night.
Jeremiah made a comment last night. Again, he's been a long time listener, but he said he stopped. He listens every day, but he hasn't been chiming in because he thinks sometimes he gets lost in the shuffle. Nobody gets lost in the shuffle. We encourage you to always
Our shuffle's gotten big. We've got a bigger shuffle.
We see them all. I try to read as many as I can, but please, if you've stopped texting and you're still listening, please come back. Text us.
Jeremiah, because thank you very much to the Chamber of Commerce in Arthur, because of the show, Jeremiah came through South Dakota, and they stopped and they stayed in Arthur.
At what?
What's that?
The hitching post.
The hitching post. And then they went to the bunkhouse for dinner with the family, and they went to Krusty's Feed and got hats. And it was
just like you did.
The best part was he said, because I told you how great the motel is. They just said, how do we pay? And she just said, I'll just leave the door open, leave cash on the counter inside, and then just leave.
Cash.
Yeah, cash. Just leave cash.
That's beautiful.
That's the thing of
That's
beauty.
better times.
And they said that they said it was they drove all around the town, saw the pool, so they waved at people, watered their lawns. 120 people, Arthur, Nebraska.
He raved
Chamber of
about the
Commerce.
bunkhouse. The
He said it was
bunkhouse, the bar.
insane.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Big fan. Jeremiah.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm hesitant to name a bunch of people. It just because I don't want to leave anybody out. But it was a beautiful night.
Well,
Phil.
Sandman on the text says, the world is waiting. How was the show last night? I thought it went well. It was fun.
Oh, it went great.
We had about 100 people there.
100
plus?
people there. 100 plus. It was packed house. Met everybody. Worlds collided. I mean,
worlds collided.
It was all of a sudden. It's Yours Cheese is here. D's here.
Yes, she was there.
Swiggert's here.
D was there.
D was there. Yes.
That's right. Yeah, Lauren was there. The Giffords were there. I didn't get to talk to the Giffords. They're kind of famous.
They're famous. And
yeah, didn't want to approach them.
We talked a little bit though about you getting on famous Tinder.
That's right.
Yeah,
you said old man famous Tinder.
Old man famous Tinder. That'd be incredible. Like 6 people on one sip.
Luke's on Tinder.
Yeah.
Famous Tinder.
Famous Tinder.
There's a separate Tinder that's sort of probably underground for the well-heeled and famous.
Yes.
And Luke's on that. He did not want. We should not talk about that too much. The
We
reason
already
we might
on the
be
air, so
Yeah,
we
we
did.
it's been on air.
Yeah, I guess we are talking publicly about it right now. But he talked about it. We might sound a little tired because we are probably.
That was late. We got done at 8:30. We stuck around for a while after that.
Jake exited pretty fast.
I left at 8:55. I stayed for 25 minutes after it was over. We had a babysitter. I had to go pay her. I had to go
pay.
I didn't want to pay for another extra hour.
They're doing pay for the extra hour.
I love it when he gets defensive.
Yeah. Jake was there almost all day though too.
I was there a lot yesterday.
He was there a lot yesterday.
I went in the late morning to get the thing situated. Then we got there about 5:45 or so.
Phil was just an incredible host. He's an incredible host. And his brothers.
Yeah, his brothers were all there. His brothers.
I don't know if all of them were there.
I don't know. I think they all might have been there.
There was a lot there.
There's a lot of
I don't know if it
Romans.
was all of them, but it was most of them.
One of them was running the ice cream bar in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had an ice cream bar.
We saw McSafety there.
McSafety.
We mentioned the AC situation for McSafety at the show.
I met a guy named Jared and his son. It was you didn't maybe meet him, but he was at Wishbones a lot.
Yes.
There's no doubt we crossed paths with him too. All 3 of us were there at some point together. That's wild in my mind, by the way, that me and Bill were at Wishbones. We didn't know it. But
still, yeah.
No, the food was tremendous. The crowd was great. They had great questions. So yeah, and then the hour thing went by like
my God,
it was quick.
All of a sudden it was over.
Yeah, the only tweak I'd make is we might need to go a little longer next time. Just saying, but maybe that's Phil's call.
It was the first time.
Phil is amazing. Phil is amazing.
So if you didn't go, it'd be worth you'd want to get hooked up with Phil ASAP. I know they already have some of the next ones sold out. It's not all the way sold out, but there's a lot of tickets sold to the next event.
It was a prime rib dinner. There was appetizers before that. There's meatballs and chips and salsa. There was macaroni. There was baked potato.
The macaroni.
Ice cream bar.
Oh, I didn't get the ice. Oh, there's
a bar of ice cream. You could choose different types and put your toppings. And it was an ice cream bar.
Yeah, he sent Bill home with a to-go box.
Yes,
I noticed that and said, "Can you do one for me too?"
Yeah. You got one too?
Yes. Thank
also,
you.
so
I noticed you did. I was like, wait a second.
I want to get to-go box. I didn't eat. I don't. Before I ever any sort of an event, I don't eat.
Is that right?
I'm not eating. Jake had a full meal. Jake ate.
I ate about half the prime rib. I didn't want to eat the whole thing to feel ill up there. And it was delicious, but I didn't want to be too full. I mean,
like Duke. You knew Duke took you back. He went to the ER because he overdosed on prime rib. So you probably thought about that.
That prime rib was.
I thought Duke was going, but I didn't see him.
There's a late change.
Okay.
He's going to the 30th. He's going. Him and Randy Danner are going to the 30th.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
July 30th.
We need some support on the 30th.
Yes. But no, it was an event that was Phil killed it.
Jeremiah Searles was there.
Yes.
Searles. He asked you a question, Sip.
A media mogul was there.
Searles.
Yes.
Did you guys see at the same table we had Smoking Gun Joe and Dave Dipple at the exact same table? Same table. Yes. Worlds colliding there.
Yes. Dipple much more reserved with the wife.
He was
much more reserved.
Very calm.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, much more. He's kind of like I want to ask her, hey, what's going on here? I did so. It's nice.
Dipple told us before the show he was going to have a question for Dr. Love, and he got cold feet. He didn't. I'm calling him out. He didn't ask the question.
Well, he
just said it was his 30th anniversary. He was going to ask a question, and he got cold feet. at the
But
show.
you got to ask Bill that question in public, and it might be sort of a personal question. So it's somewhat challenging to do.
It's
that.
challenging.
Yeah.
There was.
I'll have one for you next time.
Wait, you're gonna ask Dr. Love a question?
I mean, I have a lot of questions that I haven't asked him. So
That would be nice to have you
chime in.
What I'd like to have you do is go over in the band workout room and call in on your cell phone, so we can have you on the phone line.
We can do that
with Rudy.
Old Dad says, "Was Wet Blanket there?" I don't believe.
No,
Wet
the
Blanket.
hell was Wet
If
Blanket?
he was there, he did not present himself to us at all.
No, and he would have, because I talked to everyone.
I'm WB.
There's not one person I didn't talk to there.
You're very good about that.
I got around to each table, and so, but no,
Where was WB?
Yeah, Wet Blanket was not there. So worlds did not collide in that spot. There was a lot of colliding going on.
We know Beef Tacos is going to the next one because he made it very clear he was not going to the June one.
I mean,
so we'll see Beef Tacos in July.
If we see Beef Taco and WB and Randy and Duke, that's a good start.
Good start.
Yeah,
get things humming along pretty good.
Yeah, and then Missing Tooth Greg is going to be on the scene.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Leighton was there. House Menders.
Yes, he was. He got a shout out.
House Menders was
Leighton
there.
had a great shirt on.
He had a great shirt. Looked really good. He ate a prime rib cut, probably 2 inches. It was this big, and he ate the whole thing. He ate the whole thing. I was with him one time.
He's not that big of a dude.
No, he's not. No, I was with him one time down in Kansas City, and he got the pork chop. It was a triple pork chop, and he ate 3 pork chops.
What's the deal?
He can go. It's when it's go time.
Youth.
He can go.
That's youth. How old is Leighton?
Leighton, I'm going to guess him about 23 to 24.
Young.
Running Hewitt right now.
But he's running Peter Kiewit right now at this time, which is very cool for him to do that at such a young age. 20. Running, imagine that. I'm
trying to imagine.
Imagine running
massive company.
Imagine every day that there's a staff meeting and Leighton runs it.
He's very reserved though. Like he's very dialed in. You can tell. A lot on his mind.
And Olivia, my middle daughter, was there. It was her birthday. So we sang happy birthday to her.
That was nice. Well, how old is Olivia?
I'm going to say right now, I'm going to guess. I don't even know. I'm going to say 23 or 24. I'm not off by more than a year.
Probably looks. Yeah. She was. I think she enjoyed that.
Yes.
The room sang.
That was how we started off the show. Was we sang to Olivia for her birthday last night?
Yeah. So for people wondering, that it went really well. It was, and it'll just get better and better as the season approaches. Are we doing this in the season?
I don't know how.
I asked that question.
We'll see how it goes.
We're not going to see how it goes. We can't make decisions for Phil.
Yeah, exactly. We're not. You're asking us questions that we can't even answer, and so it's getting super awkward now.
It's not super awkward.
If you want to be part of the next one, RuhlmanSteakhouse.com. Phil, wonderful host, wonderful time. Thank you for all who showed up last night.
Maybe we can do one in September.
The next one is July 30th. If you want to plan your
August for sure, though, right?
August for sure. We know the next two. Okay. Yes,
we do. So, by the way, before you get to break, you said birthday. Rudy told me before the show today is his mom Irma's birthday. She's a loyal listener to the show.
Irma's
birthday.
From San Antonio.
Your mama?
His mom.
Really? Happy birthday to Irma.
He didn't know the age that she is, so it's just her birthday today. So happy birthday,
she's like
Irma.
Me and Bill's age-ish?
Irma.
Younger. Of
Yeah.
course she's younger.
Yeah.
Irma is in San Antonio? Wow, she listens to the show in San Antonio?
Loyal breaker.
Why would she listen to the show?
I don't think she texts in, though. Irma, you want to text in? Well, we'd appreciate that.
Yeah, we'd like to hear happy birthday.
Yeah, we have listeners all over the place. Thanks for listening, Irma, and I hope you have a great day.
When we come back, a little more look at the NBA draft, and will Bryce Williams hear his name called tonight in round 2? That's next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and digital insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try their brand new S'mores cold brew with graham cracker cold foam. Also try a S'mores croissant and add cake batter cream cheese to any bagel. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and the hail sale has been a huge success, but is winding down. We still though have several units with huge discounts. Plus, we have brand new Sierras, $14,000 off list, or starting at $37,105, or 0.9% APR on select new models. Yes, you heard right. $14,000 off or 0.9% APR on new Sierras starting at $37,105. So please check us out at cobblecars.com. All deals with roof credit, stock number G289358.
Play ball! Pitch the perfect idea for a family outing or date night with tickets to the next Salt Dogs game. Nothing says summer fun like an action-packed evening at Haymarket Park. Come root for the home team with a hot dog and a cold drink. Plus, visit saltdogs.com to learn about special events and promotions, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the thrill and excitement of a Salt Dogs win. Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today.
I want to ride. Do you want to ride? June is officially riding month at Rod's Power Sports, Nebraska's largest volume Honda Power Sports dealership. Come in now and take advantage of huge savings and a great inventory selection during Rod's I Want to Ride celebration days all month long. Simply schedule a qualified demo ride on one of their new Honda motorcycles, ATVs, scooters, or side-by-sides, or purchase a new or used vehicle, and you get a free custom I Want to Ride t-shirt. Plus, all month long, they have 10% discounts on all wearables, parts, accessories, and oil change kits when purchased with a new or used Honda. Free refreshments served each Saturday morning in June. Just show up and say, I want to ride, and they'll fix you up with some free stuff and help you pick out that new ride. Come ride with Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln or online at rodspowersports.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 years and older. Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you weren't able to make it to Ruhlman's last night, the good news is you can still go today for lunch or dinner. They're open 11 to 8:30 today. Please stop by. Wonderful steak options, walleye, Chilean sea bass, incredible appetizers as well, and of course the cookie skillet, which we didn't have last night, but I will have that soon.
The ice cream bar was incredible.
It was
the
good.
cookie skillet is where that changes your life. There's also it was funny, we had that big event last night, but the place was packed also in the restaurant. I mean, there was
good crowd.
It was a really good crowd going, which is awesome for Phil. Only me and Jake parked in the bonus parking lot.
Yep.
Yes.
Parked across the street.
Oh, you guys both parked there.
Parked there. Yes.
I got there at 5:45, and Phil got in the car with me. We drove my car over to the lot, and then he had a shuttle driver that took us back in the van.
Yeah.
Everybody else found spots to park.
I found a spot in the back.
Yeah.
I walked back over there. I walked across the street.
I parked by a car with a sticker that had A. Pollineers on it. Would that have been your
That
tribe?
That would have been my wife, I'm sure. Was there an LSU sticker on the car too?
I don't know that your wife would have been driving this car.
What was it?
Well, smaller. It was a black car.
It's like she has like a black, some sort of Honda, I think.
That's it. That was it.
Yeah,
Why would she not be driving that car?
It was a very typical someone that would be exactly what she'd be driving. If you had like if you walked out there and say try to pick out Laura's car and there was 100 cars, you would get it.
It said A. Pollineers on there, but it doesn't mean it was Laura's car. It could have been somebody else.
That's right. Lincoln East is always well represented.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway, I parked in the back.
I was going to, and then parked across the street instead. It was fine. I walked back after the show was over. It was good.
You walked over
I looked
there?
both ways before I walked.
You made that early exit.
I walked over.
It wasn't early. It was 8:55.
All of a sudden,
There's like
talk about
20 people left
the
in the
Irish
room.
exit.
I said goodbye to you guys.
I said to him, "Oh, Irish exit."
Yeah.
And I said, no, that'd be not saying anything when I left. I said, I'll see you tomorrow. That was
You didn't
the
say
opposite.
see you tomorrow to me. I didn't get that.
Well, Bill was mid-conversation with people. I had to bounce. I said
bounce.
bye to Phil.
Hey, Elizabeth, let's bounce.
I said bye to Phil.
Let's dip.
For those who are asking, no, it was not recorded. That was intentional. It was not recorded because you have to be there to enjoy the show. There's no video of that at all. It's either you're there or you're not there.
Got it.
So
we had
Ruhlman's
microphones.
Steakhouse. We had mics.
Yeah, worked
It's a good
very
setup.
well. Jake was the MC.
Holds it together.
Holds the whole thing together because me and Steve, we just showed up. That was kind of it.
I played audio. I played Dr. Love and I played Bill.
The audio was the best thing ever. Steve,
microphone.
describe it.
He put his phone up to the microphone.
His cell phone. He played it. He played
perfect.
Dr. Love.
Mhm.
Yes,
It worked.
perfect. He did Bill's
I
thrills.
tested that in the morning when I went there to see how it would sound.
Now, slight disappointment and slight tease for those great listeners there last night, but I'm gonna use last night's because you guys felt it was appropriate. used last. I did a little Bill's Thrills, and we're going to do that today. We thought.
Oh, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
With that.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Bring it to the
No
public.
problem with that at all.
Yes.
Bill.
Bring it to the public at large.
At large, yes.
That was like a preview, yes, you're fine.
A snippet.
Yes,
Snippet. Ruhlman's just south of, in between Lincoln and Omaha, Highway 6 on the south side. Of the
South
street.
side.
Wonderful place. Last night we mentioned this, but the NBA draft began round 1. Round 2 is today. No surprises all. Cooper Flag first overall to Duke. Dylan Harper from Rutgers second to the Spurs. And then, as we've mentioned, picks 10 through 30. If you look at anywhere you see or the rundown of the draft, everybody was traded. There's the top 9 picks stayed as, but there's no trades of teams there. But from 10 to 30, there's only 2 slots that the team stayed where they were at prior to the draft. It's nuts. It's loony.
Yes, the way it is.
And of course, we mentioned there's a lot of guys we've never heard of from either colleges that we haven't watched or just overseas. But Duke, huge presence on the board.
God, you guys though, you've seen some of these guys in the Big Ten. For instance, I'll go from bottom to top. You guys remember? Tell me you remember it because we talked about him. I loved him, Yannick Conan Niederheiser, the Penn State center.
I remember him. Yes.
I mean,
he had a good game against Nebraska.
Right. I mean, you have worked with me long enough now, Bill, to know I probably could be a scout.
Oh, absolutely in the NBA,
yes, or a coach, or a coach.
Probably more of the defensive assistant.
I identified Niederhauser in about 3 minutes. Oh yeah, that's a good one. 30th pick overall last night, by the way. Up
Wolf.
Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf,
yes.
Number 27. You remember him, right?
Went to Brooklyn.
His mom kept saying that they were thrilled to be going to New York, and then he was trying to be like, just so you know, we know Brooklyn is in New York, we know that's a borough, but we're not going we're going to Brooklyn, we're going to the Nets.
We're not going to the Knicks. This is not the Knicks.
We're going to the Nets.
Or Jace Richardson, I don't remember him very well. Michigan State guard.
Don't remember him at all.
I don't really either.
Zero knowledge.
Orlando. He went to Orlando. Alex was thrilled. He's a 6'3" guard.
I want you to think about that, though. That first round draft pick played right here in PBA.
They didn't play here. Did they play here?
They played.
Nebraska played at Michigan State.
He
got blown out in December by them.
Didn't he play? So he was a one and done. So he didn't play the year
before.
Well,
I don't know.
My point is, like, they're using your play as a first round draft pick.
I don't know if he played.
I mean, the most amazing story.
He was one and done. One and done for Jace.
Rutgers,
he didn't play it.
Rutgers is the most amazing story.
Now, hold on, we're going up.
Okay,
we're going up. See if there's any other. Oh yeah, I mean, there's 2 guys from Illinois that did play here, and I was surprised by one of them getting drafted, not the other. Will Riley got drafted 21st by looks like the Jazz, then traded to Washington. Do you remember Will Riley?
I do.
He was all right. He was a shooting guard.
He had a big 3 in that game.
Yeah, from the corner.
But Nebraska still won.
Yeah, and then you remember Casper
Yakachonis. Yes, he's the point guard.
Drafted 20th. Everybody was projecting him as a first rounder. That's a projection, though. I don't see it. I didn't see it. He doesn't blow your doors off. He doesn't look like a guy who's going to come in and make a huge difference, right? Not to me.
So Illinois had 2 first round draft picks.
20 and 21.
And so did Rutgers had 2 first round draft picks.
Let's just keep
and
going.
Very average years.
Yeah,
Rutgers didn't make the tournament.
Very disappointing year for
Rutgers. With 2 first rounders, 2 top 10s.
There we go. So now we get to Ace Bailey at number 5. So he went to the Jazz. He's thrilled. He was not thrilled. He was crying. He was inconsolable.
Can you imagine inconsolably crying because at first they talked about him crying this morning. I was listening to it, and I thought, I was like, oh, that's good. It's emotionally made it. He's going to the NBA. They're like, no, he's crying because he didn't go to where he wanted to go.
He didn't go where he wanted to go. Yeah. Not a great look at all. Yeah. It's really not. I mean, I just say it for what it is. He went 5th, and then Harper went 2nd. We all saw Harper, and we all know that is going to work very well.
He was impressive.
Yeah, he's how tall is he? Hold on. 6'5". He gets to
215.
Gets to the rim really well. That's what always made an impression on me. But he's also a shooter. He's all 3 levels. He can score from the 3 mid-range and get to the rim. And then you love Cooper Flag, right? You guys
Who
both love
could
him.
not love him?
Right.
Who could not? I agree.
Come on.
Who could not love
play?
Cooper Flag?
Right.
I heard that
Who's trying to disparage him?
Jay Billis say that if all 30 teams had the first pick, they would all have taken Cooper Flag.
Really?
So it wasn't like, well, yeah, these couple teams loved him. These only, they're like, no, every one of them. And the more you watched him, he was remarkable. And then he has, I mean, they just have to be, I mean, they lose that game on the missed free throws and different stuff to Houston. I mean, I'm not so sure they're going to win it all. And that would have been one of those things you just never get back. They had 3 first-round draft picks. They say there could be 3 taken in the second. And they say next year there's going to be off that same team that there's going to maybe 2 or 3 first-rounders.
Yeah, and they didn't win it. Yeah.
And didn't win it. Lost to Houston. They missed the free. They did.
That's right. That was a great game.
They just collapsed.
Great game.
Just collapsed at the end. But you don't get that back. So guess what? No one talks about. They'll talk about that team.
Oh, I almost
It's
forgot.
not. Yeah, he's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, they lost in the semis.
Flag. So you're talking about Flag, and then we've talked a lot about Con Nipple. Is that how you say it?
Is it Knipple or
It was
Nipple?
Knipple.
I think it's Knipple.
Yeah.
Con Nipple.
I didn't know his name was Con until this morning.
Yeah.
The K, I think, is silent. Right?
Every time I've heard his name's pronounced, it's been Knipple.
Okay, Con Knipple.
That's just how I've heard it pronounced. So
Interesting name,
I'm not
Con
saying that they
Knipple.
weren't wrong, or we'd have to call the Nipple or the Knipple family.
We can call him.
He is 6'5", 220, and I like when you watched him. It didn't scream to me top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Did it scream that to you?
No, but
it didn't.
But it also just seems like just beyond steady. Like one of those guys just going to go, probably going to play 12 years.
Yeah, he's
probably
strong.
going to know what you got. Strong. Yeah. So
Strong.
a lot of
Now, the more you watched him, then he was one of those guys. He doesn't jump off the page, but the more you watch him, you're like, okay, he's 6'5" and 220, and he can shoot it and do everything else. So you get it the more you watch him. He doesn't jump off the page as you're watching, like Cooper Flag might, or like Dylan Harper might. But as you watch, you're like, oh, okay, 6'5". You know,
There's 2 others of note you didn't mention. Derek Queen goes 13th to.
I forgot to mention Queen.
To the Hawks, traded to New Orleans, and then also Walter Clayton, who was a stud for the Florida, who helped him win the title, goes 18th to the Wizards.
I think me and Bill could throw hands over Queen. I love Queen.
Yeah, I don't see it as much.
I know you don't. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't see it as much.
He's enormously skilled.
There's a lot of great players that are below the rim. He's a below the rim player.
He is below the rim.
And I just want to know, when you match up with those bodies that are now all the same as you, what happens?
He is below the rim.
Yeah.
There's some great below the rim
There
players.
are.
Brunson's below the rim.
Absolutely. So it's not like always below the rim so we can't play.
No.
I'm going to say some of the matchups are going to be a lot different. I'd be shocked if he is a star.
When Nebraska played,
I
at
would not
Maryland,
be.
When Nebraska played at Maryland, he was a complete non-factor. When he was here in Lincoln, he was
Oh,
a problem.
God, he was a problem.
The entire starting lineup had double-digit points that night. He was really good.
I will give Bill some credit here on the evaluation on ESPN. His weaknesses is what Bill said. He lacks strength and explosiveness for an NBA center, and struggles with poor conditioning. Great.
So
Bill could be the scout. You both be scouts.
Be scouts.
Then his strength is what I said: skilled big man. His ability to create shots facing the baskets, pass. He's a great passer, and utilizes his frame in the post makes him a significant.
So he's a
mismatch.
bird type passer.
He's a great passer. He's a great
Show me-
feel.
Just give me 3 memories of his pass.
I saw him.
Yeah,
I saw
just-
him. I mean, I can't
yeah.
give you 3 bird. Well,
Yeah.
no, I can't give you 3 bird memories. But the Queen's a great pass. He's a great feel for the game. Great feel. I love it. He'll be a
First
star.
round pick, 13th overall.
You'll be wrong.
Round 2 is tonight. Rick Heyman's Song of the Day is next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and digital insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Keep summer green with Judson Baleen and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install 'em and forget 'em outfit, long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
I want to ride. Do you want to ride? June is officially riding month at Rod's Power Sports, Nebraska's largest volume Honda Power Sports dealership. Come in now and take advantage of huge savings and a great inventory selection during Rod's I Want to Ride celebration days all month long. Simply schedule a qualified demo ride on one of their new Honda motorcycles, ATVs, scooters, or side-by-sides, or purchase a new or used vehicle, and you get a free custom I Want to Ride t-shirt. Plus, all month long, they have 10% discounts on all wearables, parts, accessories, and oil change kits when purchased with a new or used Honda. Free refreshments served each Saturday morning in June. Just show up and say, I want to ride, and they'll fix you up with some free stuff and help you pick out that new ride. Come ride with Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln or online at rodspowersports.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 years and older. Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks. And grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, a few showers early, then mainly cloudy skies, a low around 67. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout today with light winds. It'll be hot with a high near 91. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now.
Okay.
You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Once again, your song of the day from 1990, Too Cold at Home by Mark Chestnut, 464-568-51
Chestnut.
is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on Rick Heyman, Sartor Heyman Jewelers, Song of the Day.
Take it away, champ.
I know this. You can't get to 28 and it doesn't matter because that was gold. Oh, I haven't heard that song for forever. Just say the line again.
I mean, just think about when he pinned this.
He pinned this. This was this. I mean, he painted. It was like I was at the bar with him. It was like I was sitting right next to him.
100.
And just
he nailed this.
Too hot to fish.
Too hot for golf.
And too cold at home.
He drove it home.
He drove it home. Oh
God, he drove it home, didn't he?
Yes,
in a very subtle, beautiful way.
There was a steel guitar and there was piano in the song. There's a steel guitar and there's piano.
It was beautiful.
Finally, Heyman just comes. I mean, just out of left field with a haymaker.
Hey, he felt good about this. He was bragging.
He was bragging it up,
night.
and I did not think any chance. Well, I'm probably gonna go with Chestnut tomorrow. That was not.
I thought it'd be rock and roll.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a banger. Instead, it was gold.
Oh, he hit us.
Say it one more time. Say it again.
It's too hot to fish. It's too hot for golf, and it's too cold at home.
At home.
Wow.
It's deep. Oh, that is deep.
Rick, that's it.
Beautiful.
That's incredible. I'm sure he's in the Hall of Fame. Chestnut has to be. But I'm going to go with a 94442.
God.
Yes.
Everything hit. I mean, it's a surprise to us because we thought banger.
Yeah, and it's a rainy, kind of cloudy day. Yeah, and that was
slow.
I was at the bar. I was physically.
I saw Bill close his eyes.
I
did.
saw
him close his eyes.
I closed my eyes.
His eyes were
you
closed.
were
I
speaking
did.
figuratively
I saw it.
right now.
Yes.
I thought you meant last night.
No.
He's at the bar right now.
You're at the bar, sitting next to a guy.
Yeah.
And too cold at home is a nice term.
That was the best. Just
It's a
too
good
cold.
term.
Means things aren't going well at home.
No.
Or my wife's whatever.
A little chilly at home.
No, just too cold at home.
Whoa. That hits.
9-4 from Bill.
We all can kind of relate. And it was beautiful. I'm right in the same range. I can't say that I even knew Mark Chestnut sang that song. I didn't know. But
I didn't have any idea either.
I've heard it. You've heard it. I've heard it. Not a ton.
What year?
1990.
90.
Yep.
Okay, we better get Rick in here. I'd say 9.3. I'll just go 9.3.
Let's see what.
I'll go with an 8.5.
8.5.
That's not. It's a good score.
Nice. It's a
nice.
good score.
8.5.
What's your
Rudy's going to be a
reservation
7.9.
8.6.
8.6.
He's from San Antonio.
Yeah.
His mom
we
coming
went
up tonight.
we went awful long. So Rick, we got to catch you next week.
We're now joined by Rick Heyman, Starter Heyman Jewelers. Rick, good morning. Good song choice today. Very high ratings for you on Mark Chestnut.
I told you.
You did.
I told
you.
you.
were very confident in this song.
Yes.
Yeah, if that isn't in the top 10 greatest country songs of all time, I don't know what is.
Okay, now that's a. I don't know that for sure.
Don't make us push back on it. We gave you high scores, Rick. We're not going top 10.
Tough list.
I might be able to find 5 Cash songs better than that.
I'm not all of a sudden going Mark Chestnut top 10.
Easy.
It is.
9.4
It is.
though.
Okay.
The greatest lyric, the greatest, the musical part of it is incredible. Like you said, Coach, the piano, the steel guitar, it puts you in that bar.
Yep.
And if you watch the video, he's in that bar, and it's perfect. But so hey, great to see you guys. Great to see you guys last night. That was a blast. I'm sorry for all you folks that missed it, and thank you so much for the people that came. It was packed. I just couldn't believe it, and met a bunch of people, and I loved the couple with the "Shut Up, Simple" shirts on.
Yes, that was.
Yep, they both had them.
Mm-hmm. The
Incredible.
coach. He's a coach.
Rick was probably the most famous there. Heyman was the
Not
most
even
famous.
close.
Yeah, we
Not
was.
even close.
Of the Breakers, 100.
I did get to sit at the VIP table though with all the Ruhlman boys.
There
and
was
That's a big deal.
there was
That
a large contingency of Ruhlmans.
That's where you belong.
Yes.
Oh, it was awesome. And just so you guys know that weren't there, the coach's Samoa story, I'm not going to give it away, was classic. Sip's bow stories were amazing.
Not amazing, but fine.
The coach worked the room. He came to every single table, Layton and Livy and all the gang. I mean, it was just crazy fun. So thank you guys. Thanks, Phil, for putting it on. Great food, great times. The next one should be even better.
Yep.
It was a blast.
Thanks for being part of it, Rick.
Thanks for being part of it, Rick. You
God
were
bless
awesome.
you.
And then
pleasure.
this, what you just did today, Rick, was
Hey,
Yeah.
1-2 punch.
yeah.
Yes.
1-2 punch.
You still got it.
Still
You
got
still
it.
got it.
Still got it.
Yeah, and I asked Jake a couple of days ago. I said, "Dude, you got to play the chorus." Well, he cut it off, of course.
I played the chorus. I played the chorus. Is
Not
too
really.
hot. It's too hot to fish. Too hot for
You
golf.
played
That's
it
the
twice.
chorus.
No, that's not the chorus.
Yes, it is. What is
Well,
that?
I mean, the bridge. The
Okay, the
bridge.
bridge is
I'll
different.
only stay for 1 or 2. I might make it 3 if that good-looking thing in the corner keeps smiling back at me.
Oh, that
I
would
can't
have
play 2.5 minutes of the song, Rick.
We're already in
we
a-
played.
Okay,
We played the
bye.
best part.
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify already hates us. So Apple's
And
probably
by
next.
the way, Genghis Korn, even he said the lyrics on the chat on YouTube. So
Did he?
and by the way, everybody on the chat line on YouTube's all 7.7s and higher.
I'm seeing
So
high
thank
scores.
you all.
Yes, high scores.
Thank
Very
you.
high scores. Okay, better times. Mark Chestnut. Mark Chestnut, most people don't even know who he is. However, his very first record, he quit high school when he was 17. He was a junior in high school. His daddy encouraged him to quit high school. He started out playing drums, yes, and then he moved to guitar and singing. And he's nothing special to look at, and that's the problem. See, this was right at that transition where the record companies were taking over everything, and they wanted the pretty boys. And Tractor Rap was just first starting, and this guy is not that. I mean, he's good old boy, and if he would have been 6'2", looked like Alan Jackson, you might have known him a lot more. But that isn't Mark Chestnut. And incidentally, this is his very first record. Jeez. It's like Brooks and Dunn. He had 5 hit singles on this record.
Jeez.
And that's just unheard of. So crazy. George Jones did a version of this song, which is also great. But I don't like his version as well as this version. And I've A and B'd them like 5 times. I listened to both of them. Go look it up. Look up the George Jones version. I still like this version better. In fact, George Jones did an album back in 91 or 2. It's called Hits I Missed and One That I Didn't. And this song was on that. And the one that he didn't miss was He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Oh God!
Oh,
so that was a big hit. But
yeah,
I am just
that's a top 10, Rick. He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Yeah, it is. I am
placed a wreath
enamored
upon his door.
Oh my God!
I can sing the whole thing. Yes.
I am so enamored with old time country right now. I mean, I just can't get enough of it. So. By the way, real quick, last thing, and then we're getting into Stump Sippers and Coach. Mark Chestnut played a concert in 1997, one of the largest concerts ever. It wasn't the size of Woodstock or anything, but for country music, played in front of 225,000 people at the Houston Livestock Show.
Whoa.
225,000 people. That's how big this guy used to be.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. All right. With that in mind,
here we go.
Sippers and the Coach. Whoever's first.
Go ahead, Sip.
What song did both Chestnut and Garth Brooks record at this same time? And I'm going to give you 3 choices.
Okay.
Friends in Low Places, The River, and Rodeo.
Rodeo. 3.
You get a CZ. It's Friends in Low Places.
Really?
Great song.
And there's a fun story about that. We won't go into it, but we don't have time.
Great song.
Okay. Next, Coach.
Yes.
Did Chestnut have more or less than 9 number 1 country hits? Number 1.
Less. He had 8.
You get a diamond. He did have 8. On that number.
Got a diamond. You need
the Mark Chestnut expert over there.
You need a diamond.
I had the number on the dot.
And for everybody,
Jake,
is Mark Chestnut in the Grand Ole Opry, yes or no?
Let's go yes.
100.
Yes.
3 diamonds, absolutely. 1996.
Good job.
I love the brilliant.
He's been there for a while. Rick, what's happening right now at Sauter Heyman Jewelers?
I got so wrapped up in this song, and last night I even forgot to talk about Sauter Heyman. Sauter Heyman, hey, we gave away how many hats last night? I don't know. If you guys were there.
People were clamoring for him. I know that.
They were. And
there's a clamor.
Them off my head.
Leighton took it off of his head. I saw it happen.
They were. And, of course, I get my allergies right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
You guys know all about Sauter Heyman. Check us out, SauterHeyman.com. You're going to find out way more about Sauter Heyman, 120 years old, 4 generations, best of. You can't go wrong. Hey, we got a new theme song. Jake's heard it. It's good. We're going to be playing it on here pretty soon.
All right.
When only the best will do. Sauter Heyman Jeweler. See you all next week and hopefully at the next Ruhlman special event.
Rick, always good stuff. Thanks for the time.
Rick,
we'll chat with you again next
Thank
week.
You.
Bye-bye.
That's Rick Heyman's song of the day again is Too Cold at Home by Mark Chestnut from 1990. Hour 2 is next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, Go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it. And choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what is going on today in Creighton, Bill?
This is a pretty common one. In athletics, as Steve would know, and it was always about you can't make the club in the tub. You can't make the club in the tub. You know what that means, Jake? If you're in the cold tub and you're injured all the time, you don't make the team.
No.
So injury. So every time you see somebody like that, was always in the training room. And you're trying to make an NFL team, you don't make it.
Good luck.
You don't make it. You can't make the club in the tub. So Shin Daddy has brought in a giant. It's huge like that, but they're doing cold splashes today, cold tubbing, and like that. So everyone that comes in has to go through the cold tub. You have to go through the cold tub to be refreshed and get your muscles back and going. They're everywhere. You want to talk about getting your life back together fast?
Mm-hmm.
Get into a cold tub. Try doing a cold splash.
God, really?
Yeah. So it's an ice bath.
It's recovery.
You might have your biker shorts back-to-back days
So
now.
you can wear the same biker shorts.
Yesterday.
And the reason they did it back
Cover up.
The reason they did the back-to-back is they still had the locker room. So they had the locker room set up for yesterday.
It's a temporary locker room.
The temporary locker room.
How many lockers are there, by the way?
The jazzercise from yesterday, but that 24
lockers.
24 lockers in there. So when you come in, you get a robe and you get some biker shorts and you head down to the cold tub. It's right in the middle
Can't
of
you just wear normal shorts?
No, it's gotta be biker shorts.
I got some Hawaiian shorts to wear.
Biker.
Okay. Cold tub. He's about recovery.
Recovery. Today's about recovery. Yesterday was not. Yesterday they said this is about recovery. Yesterday was jazzercise. Today's recovery from jazzercise.
So fitness and health.
Fitness and health. Yes.
Shindy's what's the turn? Like, why is he making this turn?
He's always been very much like that. And also at that, you also get yourself a nice chocolate milk at the end too. It's a great recovery drink.
Is it?
Chocolate milk's a
Is that what you had your guys?
Yes. Oh yeah, you did.
You had your DBs.
Chocolate milk's a recovery drink, so that was a big deal. So you come in, you do a cold splash today it's an ice tub.
How long are you in the tub for, Bill?
What's that?
How long in the tub?
45 seconds.
45
seconds.
That's it.
That's it.
That's not
45
that's not
seconds.
bad.
In and out.
Yeah, it's the water temperature is about 34
It
degrees.
is cold, but you know, it was a half hour of workout yesterday. It's 45 seconds of
it's not this much quicker.
Imagine, health and fitness.
Imagine coming out, just shaking, getting back in the car. Trixie's looking at you. You're shaking cold. What happened to you? You're all wet,
freezing.
What happened? Why had to go through the cold tub?
Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Your teeth are chattering.
I was thinking about that. We talk about cashier's check. I don't know if these even exist anymore. But that was a big deal. If you went on vacation or you did something like that, you'd take out the what were the traveler's checks?
Traveler's
checks. So they were checks that were legitimate money. Could be cashed anywhere. They were honored as money, but obviously if they were lost, you could report them lost, and so you could get your traveler's check. Could be.
I just don't think they have.
I don't even know that. So traveler's checks, Jake, you go there. I need $800 worth of traveler's checks, and they give them $800, and they'd write these traveler's checks out for you. So you'd have them that way. If you got lost on a vacation, you had that.
When did these go away? I don't really know.
Traveler's checks were big because back then you didn't. sometimes even just people don't even have credit cards. So if you went to a motel or hotel, you give them a traveler's check. Oh yeah, that's good money. We'll take that. That's good.
Bank authorized.
Yeah, you're going to go to a Holiday Inn. They're going to write a personal check. Well, that's when the time changed. Like, we're not doing that. Traveler's check was honored everywhere. God.
I went in and got a cashier's check at a bank that I will not name.
They harass you?
No, but because the vault was open, I showed you guys that
that's
photo.
right. We saw that picture.
It was wild. It was wild. I've never seen that.
And we told you what we tell you to do.
Go in.
To go in.
And you didn't go in.
We thought you guys
come on. It was wide
I wasn't
open
going in.
It was wide open for you. At least check it out.
We got to talk to you at traffic, and we come down and do a live remote immediately. Steve's inside. We're pumping air into him.
You'd be doing a live remote from the police station if I went in there. You can't just walk in the vault. Right? It was wide open. I showed you a picture. I thought
it'd be an ongoing remote from the vault to the police station. Yeah, everywhere.
I will not say the bank. I will not say it.
When you see a vault, it is. I mean, the door is 18 inches thick.
Yeah,
and it's just like because they're always afraid someone's going to come in with a welder and cut through it or something.
They must not be that afraid.
No, that afraid because they left it open.
It was wide open.
Yeah,
I didn't, and you could see the drawers. You know, like drawers where
full of cash
and whatever belongings, gold, jewels.
I've never looked in a vault and go, there's a bunch of jewels in there. A bunch of gold necklaces.
Movies with jewels.
Anyway,
Shindy.
Big day in Creighton.
Shindy's a
cold tub.
Can't make the club in the tub.
So Shindy's back at work for a sustained period.
Yes, he's sustained, yes. Very.
Back from the 808 and back to work. By the way, in the text line regarding traveler's checks, someone says 25 years ago, I used traveler's checks every time I traveled because debit cards weren't a thing yet. And sometimes even an ATM wasn't available. So the only secure way to pay on vacation was traveler's checks.
If you whipped up to a truck stop on I-80 in Wyoming, had to get gas, you could get gas with a traveler's check. Absolutely.
It was,
better times.
Better times. Oh, yeah.
You know what? Something what wasn't going on at that time?
What's that?
Oh, I got my card got, I swiped my card and someone stole my identity. Not a traveler's check.
I don't think that was going on.
No, that wasn't going on. No, not
somebody
whatsoever.
using your card in San Francisco to
get
Uber, DoorDash.
To get Uber Eats.
Yeah, Uber Eats.
That's what's going on now. That happened during traveler's checks? No, no chance.
The banker I went to said that's very common, the DoorDash thing. She said that's the biggest problem we have.
I think, would it be because if somehow, however, they have the ability to steal it, they know that if someone just racked up a $49 Uber Eats or DoorDash, that you really don't care. No one cares. I don't know. That's not a fight they're following up on. We're going to try to get that one guy in San Francisco that spent $56 at McDonald's. No one cares.
No.
They don't even care. So it's just minor
God,
deal.
that's a good point.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve.
No, I'm serious. I never thought of it that way.
No one cares.
But you're not going to follow up and prosecute.
Yeah.
It's just some guy in Lincoln screwed for a couple days.
Yeah, some guy got mine in Chicago and spent money at the whatever at the hotel lounge.
Is that right?
And I'm like, it was like
got your debit?
Yeah, like $140 some somehow like that. And it wasn't like
you just make a call.
It wasn't like we got to find this guy.
No,
I'm going back.
No,
I'll catch a flight tomorrow.
We're getting some justice here.
I remember that. I don't know who the guy is. No, no.
No, they just got you.
Yeah.
They just got you. It's a racket.
Yeah, we got a wreck outside.
We did. Now it's getting towed.
It's getting towed. It's a good wreck. We can't figure the wreck out.
So here's the situation. We like to
lay it out.
We
Jake.
want to help out, but so we went to break at 6:30. We came back from break and we had seen there's a car accident and we saw one car. One car was there. We missed in the minute that we were outside the studio. We missed the accident completely, and so I don't think that our cameras even would be able to see it on the street. So I'd like to help out to the people out there. I think it was just far enough left that our cameras would not have caught the actual accident. But there's one car, and it's
so in one car they did not hit a pole. They definitely hit, and they had to have hit a truck.
Do you think it's a hit and run? Is that what you're getting at?
We think we might have some illegal things going on.
Yeah, but Jake, I think it's a hit and run.
There's smoke rolling out of it now.
There is.
Yep, there's smoke rolling out.
Seriously, there's smoke. You see that?
That just started. That just happened.
There's smoke coming out of the front of the car.
And he had to have
It's on the tow truck.
He had to have hit a truck because the damage is up high. Another car.
Now hold on.
Car, the damage would have been lower. See, look at it. I'm sleuthing this thing right now.
You are sleuthing it.
If it would have hit another car, they would have hit bumper to bumper. These guys didn't hit bumper to bumper.
I can't figure out what happened.
But somehow, in the minute we were outside the studio, this all happened, and we missed the entire thing.
But there's only the thing that's mesmerizing to me is there's only one car out there. So what did they hit?
You don't know what happened.
Where did that car go, or where did it go?
Right.
Capital Towing's here, and they're handling it very well.
Sweeping up the street,
Very
too.
professional.
Sweeping up the street over there.
In the middle of
O Street.
O Street at
11th and O. That's right.
We have a
But by the way, Mike Schaefer would be joining us usually here. He texted me at 3 a.m. that he has fallen ill this morning, so he will not be with us today.
Okay.
So
We hope
hopefully he's
okay.
back next week when we're on remote broadcast at the Residence Inn in the Haymarket.
Jeez.
Right prior to 4th of July.
We're
So
excited about that.
I am too. We
I'm
went
gonna have
through
a waffle.
We went yesterday through
for sure
the best case and worst case scenarios for a couple of teams. Nebraska, of course, was 5-7. 11-1 was the best case scenario. A couple of teams we did not mention on here from CBS Sports. I know you guys think I'm an Iowa fan. I am not an Iowa fan at all. I'm not.
It's okay.
But they are this year a fascinating story because they have a quarterback that I think people are high on, Mark Gronowski from South Dakota State. They did lose the running back, Caleb Johnson, who was their entire offense last year. CBS Sports says it was their best case is 10-2. Their worst case is 4-8. I don't know how to read that team this year. I have no read on Iowa with brand new quarterback Mark Gronowski and no Caleb Johnson. The schedule is finally somewhat tough this year.
It's about time that I'm just going to say.
Can you do the schedule again, Jake, on Iowa?
I'll get Iowa.
It's about time we dive harder.
Let's go with could lose. Steve, let's do could lose with Iowa.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we'll do could lose with Iowa. It'll be kind of fun. Jake's going right to his mags, and I like this. He's not using the computer. Oh, we have a police officer here, and he's not happy. He's not happy. He's walking forward.
Okay, I got Iowa here. Okay, here's Iowa's schedule. Iowa.
Let's go could lose. Let's see.
They start with Albany.
Nope.
Can't lose. Then they're at Iowa State.
Could lose.
Yep. Massachusetts is home.
No.
UMass. At Rutgers.
Could lose. You have to say it. Yeah. Hard, but it could say it.
So through two games,
two.
we've got two possible losses.
They could lose, yes.
Home against Indiana.
Could lose.
Could lose.
3. At Wisconsin.
Could lose.
Could lose.
Home against Penn State.
Could lose. Will lose.
That's 5, right?
That's 5.
5 could lose.
Okay.
Okay.
Home against Minnesota.
Could lose.
Could lose.
Home against Oregon.
Could lose.
Could lose.
Will lose.
At USC.
Will lose.
Could lose. Will lose.
Home against Michigan State.
No.
And then at Nebraska. So
Could
they do
lose.
have
Could
Penn
lose.
State and Oregon at home, but that's still Penn State and Oregon on the schedule in 2 out of 3 weeks.
This screams 6-6 to me. That's 9, by the way.
It
Could
was
lose.
9 could lose. I mean, it screams 6-6. And again, just talk about the power of the schedule. If you flipped it over, and right now, if Nebraska had Oregon and Penn State, you'd be like going, whoa.
Name the big 3 they play.
They play Penn State, Oregon, USC, and Nebraska. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Jeez, they got a schedule.
Now, they got a good home schedule, though. The home schedule.
Yeah, the teams at home, they play Albany, Massachusetts, Indiana, Penn State, Minnesota, Oregon, Michigan State, all at home.
What a great thing for the fans.
Yes,
It
they're
is.
seeing
I'm
some
a
good
fan.
games this
I'm
year.
going to the stadium like we're going to see something good here.
We're going to see good games. 3 or 4.
They have 3 straight home games of Penn State, Minnesota, Oregon. No bye week in
Say
there
it
at all.
again.
Whoa.
Oh, excuse me. They do have 1 bye week. Penn State, October 18th. Minnesota at home the next week. Bye week, and then they host Oregon November 8th before they go to USC the next week.
What a beautiful stretch for the fans.
And USC out there, if one place that Iowa looked way out of sync was at UCLA last year.
Yep.
It was a Friday night game.
It was.
And it was like, why? It's like, who is
They
this
were
team?
getting pushed around.
They did. It was ugly. They were terrible on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback got hurt somewhere in between, but it was bad
Right.
looking ball.
No, they didn't look good.
Iowa is, again, they lost some playmakers on defense, but they're an old team. Looking at their projected starters per Lindy's on defense. They have, looks like 9 of their 11 starters are seniors this year defensively. 9.
They'll be pretty salty then. I'm telling you, the guys that have been around that long.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be pretty. And I do like
It's
the quarterback.
meaningful.
The quarterback has played a
Mark
lot and he's
Gronowski.
won a lot. He's won a national championship. It's a different level, understood. But he's
You guys like Gronowski?
he's won a lot. 'Cause
Curious
right away.
about him.
So what would a pushback be on him?
I don't know.
That he's a what? FCS, right?
Yes.
Now, Cam Ward was FCS too.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, how'd that work out? So don't think for a second that you can't go. He went from Incarnate Ward to Washington State to Oklahoma. and that's Oklahoma. That's the current one from Washington State. Went from Washington State to Miami.
Right.
Lindy's picks them to finish 10th. Did you just say that?
In the Big Ten.
Yeah, 10th in the Big Ten.
33rd overall.
It says, might the offense be better than the defense? No, I doubt that.
Who's behind him? Let's see who. I like the 10th.
Oh, behind him. Okay, start there.
Start behind him.
Minnesota's 11th.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I mean, that's a good league if Minnesota's 11th. Wisconsin's 12th.
See that? Yeah.
UCLA is 13th.
Okay.
Michigan State is 14th, which is where you see Michigan State a lot in that range. God, it's a good league if Michigan State's 14th. My God. Maryland's 15th. Rutgers is 16.
Would you put Maryland ahead of Rutgers? I have a problem with that this year.
I would too. I don't
know if I
agree with you on that.
I like Loxley has done fine at Maryland. He has.
I don't understand why.
I'd put Rutgers ahead of Maryland.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all, to be honest. Northwestern 17, Purdue 18.
I think Northwestern Purdue play. That should be a
epic.
One.
You like to watch that game.
Quite the matchup.
This only has
that's October 18th. We got to watch it. Northwestern Purdue, October 18th. Nebraska plays the day before, so you got a full day to watch that. Nebraska plays that Friday night.
Lindy's has Indiana 9th, which is good. I like the fact that they're not jumping all over that Signetti bandwagon, which is really annoying. Let's see what Signetti has this year when they play a real schedule.
I know it's annoying, but let's just be honest.
You like him.
It was one of the best stories.
It was.
They hire him. He says, "Google me, I win,"
and it worked out.
And he wins, and he goes to the playoffs. I mean,
his first year,
it was just
he did.
The storyline. I mean, and my dad kept asking. He kept saying, "Who's this coach? Who's this? Google me." Yes, we just called him Google.
That was our nickname.
That was our.
We didn't even call him Signetti.
We hardly ever did.
No, it's just Google me.
And Google me got obnoxious late in the season, though.
He made the playoff. I think he's allowed to at Indiana.
Why do you have to be obnoxious?
They never have any success at all in Indiana in football, and they made the playoff in his first year. I understand him being obnoxious
a year ago, Steve. I'm sure as you did the schedule. I mean, that was marked down as a win for Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
It's like brand new
they
staff.
Lost 56-7.
Went 3-9. So yeah, that was marked down as a win on almost every. I know I did myself too. I was like, oh, they'll win this.
Oh, I marked it down.
And
so their schedule.
Let's go through it. Are we doing can lose?
We can.
If you don't want to, just I don't.
No, let's do it. Their non-conference is a joke. You better give them hell
is
for
this
this.
Indiana we're doing here?
It's a joke.
I don't
Indiana.
like that.
Old Dominion
on that.
Old
Okay.
Dominion.
Okay.
Old Dominion.
That's a band.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's a good
And
basketball.
They have some decent songs.
They do. I saw them on TV. They're actually really good.
They're pretty good.
It's a solid new age country.
Kennesaw State.
Solid. I think they won one last year.
Indiana State.
Okay. Horrific. That is bad. What are we doing?
2 straight years.
You know my thought on that.
Schedule.
I push back on everyone's schedule. If I'm Indiana, I'm like, what are we doing? 3 home games?
Yeah.
I get that, but no.
But 3-0.
Then it gets real.
Okay.
Illinois goes to Bloomington.
So could lose. 1.
God, it gets real. Then Indiana goes to Iowa.
Could lose.
Indiana goes to Oregon.
Could lose, will lose.
They could start off now. Google me.
Yeah.
And, in the arrogancy, I don't think it's going to be there because they're probably going to start off 1 and 2. And now what do you do? What do you do?
Well, it wouldn't be 1 and 2. They won their first 3.
Well, no, I'm talking about in the Big Ten.
Okay.
Conference play.
1 and 2 in the Big Ten.
So far, we have 3 could loses.
Maybe 0 and 3.
Okay.
Michigan State in Bloomington.
No, they win.
Okay. UCLA in Bloomington.
Could lose.
Yeah. At Maryland.
No, they'll win.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll win.
At Penn State.
No.
They play at Iowa, at Oregon, and at Penn State.
Woo! Hey, no Buckeyes, no Ohio State.
But that is rough,
that's
dude.
painful.
That's rough.
painful.
What else do we have?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
In Bloomington. At Purdue.
Yeah. So they finish up on 2 kind of
4 losses. 4 losses.
I really only had 5 could loses.
I'd gone 4 losses.
Yeah.
At Iowa, at Oregon, at Penn State. Then they'll lose one that you expect them to win, like UCLA maybe.
Wouldn't everyone agree in this room or all pundits that if they go 9 and 3, remarkable?
Yes.
I mean, if they go 9 and 3, I'm singing.
And that
means they're still in the playoff
I'm
conversation.
singing his praises.
Oh, then you start wondering if he's a freak.
Yeah, they go 9 and 3. I'm singing his praises probably higher than I did
last year.
Man, he should get out of there. If he goes 9-3 at Indiana after what he did last year, he needs to get out and go somewhere real big.
CBS
Unless
Sports,
he just wants to stay there and create a monster.
It's going to be a hard one. I think Cignetti, I think he's somewhere around the 60 mark, isn't
Yes.
he? So people are looking. It's like, okay, I will say this now. In coaching world too, it's going to be just get the best guy you can for the window with it, if it can work. Sometimes you hire someone that's like, we're hoping to get a nice, 14-year run here or an 18-year. The odd ones, the Osborne of 25 and all those things. No, if you can get because they're going to build teams. They want to build this thing up and have a chance to win this whole thing. So if you have a chance to have a coach and they have a chance to do it, saying that he's 60-some years old and it might not be here very long, don't worry about it. Let's get the best coach in here. Let's build this thing the best we can. Let's make a run at this thing as soon as possible.
Would you say if you were his agent, why would we be in a hurry to leave Indiana of the Big Ten?
You're not in a hurry. It has to be something with unbelievable resources. And then you might say, okay, let's say this, Auburn.
Yeah.
On
Auburn.
It would be definitely a chance of an Auburn being open.
Hmm?
You have a great chance of
Auburn.
And then you go, okay, you're gonna go to Auburn. How do you feel about it? Do you think you have a better chance to get in there from Indiana, which you've already made the playoffs once, or you're better off in the SEC and just go through the schedule? And you're going like, okay, we're second in our own state to start off with. And then it's just you go through.
But you're in the Southeast.
I know, but I'm just so.
Where's the talent?
If that was me, I would rather be at Indiana.
Oh wow!
I would rather be at Indiana. Life going well because there's no place that's more polarizing. Is that a good word?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's more polarizing than Auburn. So my point is this thing of what's went on there.
Oh, I know.
And so that's my reason for it.
Well, but Indiana, you're a recruiter.
64 years old.
Jeez.
64.
So
Didn't know he was that old.
Yeah, he's
64.
not going anywhere. You're not. All of a sudden, he's going to start someplace over new and get it going at 65. No. It's incredible they got the job at Indiana. What a job by them. Indiana did what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he's 63 years old.
That matters.
Hire
That
him.
age thing matters. I don't know if he's going. If he'd leave.
No, it matters a lot.
What about the recruiting element, though? The state of Indiana, is it okay-ish?
Okay-ish. Probably ish. Yeah.
Hmm.
You'll see him. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't know. Probably not.
64 years old.
Because he's not going to Dan Lanning goes to the NFL or something. He's not. Oregon's not hiring him.
No.
Lanning's 39. A young guy.
That's it. He's not even 40.
Let me see if he went to the NFL.
Yeah.
Not retired.
Lanning, I didn't know. Lanning's from Kansas City.
Absolutely.
Midwest guy.
Yeah.
Well, when we come
Midwest
back,
guy.
Bill's Thrills Cool Parenting Tips Thursday on Early Breaking the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
People always ask me, hey, Livy, what fuels you? Passion, competition, the pursuit of greatness? None of those things. Raising Cane's is the only fuel I need. Their cooked-to-order chicken fingers always fills my tank, and the crinkle-cut fries and Texas toast are the perfect top-off for the perfect road trip. So when I'm running on fumes, I always refuel at Raising Cane's. But turns out, not everything's fueled by Cane's. Guess the old girl prefers her sauce unleaded. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Life changes, and sometimes that means changing where you call home. Whether you're downsizing, growing a family, relocating, or facing tough times, you shouldn't navigate it alone. I'm Laura Bonta Busch with Woods Rose Realty, and I'm here to guide you with all your real estate needs. As wife of football coach Bill Busch, I understand the importance of teamwork and making sure you are supported every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and compassion. If you're looking for a game plan to buy or sell your home, text or call me at 402-525-0843. That's 402-525-0843.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks. And grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through June 29th, get lumberjack pellets for $3.99 when you buy $25 in meat. And a 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday of USDA choice whole boneless ribeye for $13.99 per pound, as well as pork sausage for $1.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
I want to ride. Do you want to ride? June is officially riding month at Rod's Power Sports, Nebraska's largest volume Honda Power Sports dealership. Come in now and take advantage of huge savings and a great inventory selection during Rod's I Want to Ride celebration days all month long. Simply schedule a qualified demo ride on one of their new Honda motorcycles, ATVs, scooters, or side-by-sides, or purchase a new or used vehicle, and you get a free custom I Want to Ride t-shirt. Plus, all month long, they have 10% discounts on all wearables, parts, accessories, and oil change kits when purchased with a new or used Honda. Free refreshments served each Saturday morning in June. Just show up and say, I want to ride, and they'll fix you up with some free stuff and help you pick out that new ride. Come ride with Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln or online at rodspowersports.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 years and older. Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
4th of July weekend is coming soon, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble your grill so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Attention baseball and softball players. The Nebraska Dominators are looking to add players to their baseball and softball teams for the 2026 season. Tryouts are happening now for all age groups, ranging from 7 years old to 14 and under for baseball and 7 years old to 18 and under for softball. Visit the Nebraska Dominators Facebook page for more information today. Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca. A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry.
Finance!
At Currency, a Sandhills global company, they offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also a 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
There were successful people all around that room last night.
Oh.
Wasn't there? We started talking about that. Some of the pillars of the community and movers and shakers. And if you want to be part of that, then you want to go to Currency. You want to get with Carson immediately. Go through the Jim Hansen program. The Jim Hansen program will get you started there. He will walk you around campus and let you know where you'll be seated when you get your chance to get started with
Hansen.
With Currency. And there's just the options are amazing. And so you got to be able to get but what has to happen is you got to be able to get in there. You got to be able to get your application in, and then you see which area you fit the best. But Jake, here's the thing: when you go through all the different levels of things you do with compliance and all the different things, is that you might start one place, then all of a sudden 5 years, like I started here, but I'm way off in this other area now because it interests me, and with your interest and skill set, they're gonna make things work for the direction you want to go. It's like, no, that's not what you're here for. They're like, oh, well, what do you want to do? How can we help you? That's what they do. That's what the Jim Hansen program does with Carson.
God, Carson Schott and Jim Hansen.
Yeah.
That's
people you want to know.
Yeah. Running Currency.
With Tom and Sean.
Yeah. And they'll be at the golf tournament and hopefully at Oregon.
At some point.
For lunch.
We're planning a lunch.
Planning a lunch. Carson, get back to us on that.
It's still TBD at this point, but it's on the agenda.
Yes.
And Tom or Sean would be fine. It doesn't have to be both.
We understand they're busy people. Yeah. We get that.
Will we have breaking news like after the 4th, Jake, on the golf tournament situation?
I don't know.
I just had some text today. It's the only reason I ask. And people last night, I don't know if there's anyone who didn't ask if they were playing in the tournament or not.
I'll have to see. Can't promise that.
That's okay.
Because golf courses are really busy right now.
Oh.
Let's just try. I'll tell you what, I'll take this over. I'll get involved.
Don't.
Well, no, just for the call. Jake has to run it. You know what? You and me could know. That would be imagine us running a golf tournament.
I don't think that Jim Egger is an option for our tournament because it's you have to walk that course. I think people like to take carts on their scramble.
I agree. So we're not down to just Mr. Egger.
No, we
Mr.
love
Egger.
We love
We're
Egger.
not upset with this
We
at
love
all.
Jim.
No.
I saw some. I happened to go by there for some reason the other day, and it was when we had those flash rainstorms, and there was two kids out there with their clubs. They were putting, and it was pouring rain. It was
commitment right there.
Not raining. It was pouring rain.
Commitment.
And they were just like,
Beautiful.
They're just like, you know what? It was just, we're just going to take it. And literally within 5 minutes, it was sunny again. And you just know they were soaked.
This will make me a state champion someday.
Exactly.
Fighting through the rain.
God,
that sounds fun.
It does. I tell you that story about Jake and his shirt's too tight and went home after 3 strokes.
It's legitimate. I feel
3 strokes.
I get mocked for it to this day by my parents, and rightfully so.
Just went home. And
my shirt's too tight.
Shirt's too tight.
That's legit. There's no lie at all.
I couldn't imagine myself. I'm just telling you myself getting in the because your age, what, 5th grade? This time?
No, I was probably 7th grade.
7th grade.
7th or 8th grade. Yep.
I couldn't imagine getting in the car with you, and that just happened. There would be
it was silence.
There'd be silence on the way home.
It was embarrassment by all 3 parties.
There'd be
Mom, Dad,
silence.
me. I was embarrassed. They're embarrassed for me. That's why still this day, 20 years later, it's still brought up at random occasions. Yeah,
and I would be this one.
I'm not proud of it.
If it came up again about I'd like to I want to go golfing this weekend. It'd be like one of those No.
Shirt too tight?
It'd be. I wouldn't even say that. Like, no, we're not doing that.
What kind of shirt
I
we
don't
talking
know.
about?
Yeah.
It probably wasn't too tight.
It wasn't too tight.
I had to have an excuse. I was playing
he
bad.
slices a couple balls.
I
and all of
topped
a
the
sudden-
cup. I said, this is not it today. We got to go home. Not proud of that.
It's okay.
It is time, without further ado,
You've
though,
worn it.
for Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it gonna be a bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
Bill's Thrills sponsored by Diner Contracting.
Randy!
Remodels is what they do. Kitchens, baths, whole house remodels, additions, basement finishes, and custom new homes. Please call or text Randy at 402-417-5204. Diner Contracting.
Was talking to a lot of people about Randy last night, and the people will be reaching out to in the future. But I think it was important to know also that he can look at every different level. And so sometimes, like let's say remodel, like you mean he only does, you have to redo, your entire house. No, he does rooms, he does bathrooms, he does outside. We have the 10% discount on the deck work that's going on right now. So he has all those avenues to have a chance to look at. Plus, a lot of people, right, what's going to happen is they want the work done. It's summer, it's vacation, things are going on. They want the work done in the fall. You got to get booked up. It's like anything else. If you don't have something, it's like all of a sudden, I'll call him up. I want to get it done in September. And all of a sudden, it's like that's not happening. And he is. So we just want to get on top of today. If you get a chance, what was the phone number again, Jake? If you could.
Oh, hang on.
I kind of threw that one. Someone was asking me last night to make sure I had the phone number.
I have it.
And
I just lost it though. Keep talking.
So it's Randy Diner.
Randy.
He was in a meeting with Duke because yesterday.
The number is this 402-417-5204.
There will be a time that Randy will be unavailable though in kind of later to July. That's when the trip to Canada will take place. And
You're going to Canada.
Fishing trip.
Yes, the fishing trip. Yes.
Randy
will be on the trip. There's actually about 30 of us going.
We'll name everybody.
Okay, so
I can't imagine the story is coming back from that, Bill.
So that will be. Remember that we're going to the exact same location where the Diner kids burned down the cabin.
You have the picture.
Burn the deck.
You
off
have
the
another
cabin.
picture of the Canada flag.
Yes, I will. I'll make sure that happens.
I don't know if you can recreate that.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to recreate it because that's a one of one. It's a one of one. Yeah, so I'll just kind of let.
We are glad that picture exists, though.
We're gonna do
Bill's Thrills.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be an imposter, and I feel like I'm a fraud right now. I feel like I'm a complete fraud.
Hard on yourself.
I asked you guys, and you guys agreed with it, because I did a section last night, but felt the breakers might enjoy it. There were some that weren't available last night to be at the Ruhlman's deal, so I did one last night. So we're gonna. Here's where I feel bad for it. Those who were at Philman's last night.
Just bring it.
Because we're gonna go with
Just bring it.
We're gonna go with what we did last night. So
I respect
that. Get that. To be in the club, you got to iron the rub. To be in the tub, you've got to iron the rub. Cool parenting tips to teach your kids and also go back in time to what?
Better times.
To go back to better times. When I go back to the time we talked about initially, a lot of this arrived via cereal boxes.
Yes.
But the ability to get iron-on logos you would get. And you would get logos, and you would iron them on, and you just pick any clothes out of your closet. Didn't matter what it was. You just grab clothes out of your closet. You'd be in third grade, and you'd have the iron out, and you'd iron it on, and you had to peel it off so carefully.
Right.
Because if it got that edge a little bit, it'd go, and it never came off good. It would be just the same way as thinking that you're going to put your own window tinting on. That never works either. Window tinting never, ever. Don't try. There's always bubbles chance.
Everywhere.
No chance. So this was the same thing. Also, we talked about the iron-on patch for the knee.
Yep.
And the iron-on patch for the knee was also, because back in our day, I don't know how you guys grew up. I didn't grow up this way. Tore jeans at that in the knee at that didn't equal just get new jeans. There was going to be a patch, but the iron-on was the way. Just being in third grade and running an iron, and your mom thought nothing of it. Just, what are you doing? I got to put this patch on. On what? On my jean jacket. Sounds great. And as I told Steve, it could be like STP.
Right.
Could be like something like that. You didn't know what it was.
STP was a big one.
STP for some reason, some sort of oil product was big. That was a big product to have on. But but a lot of times they showed up in cereal boxes, or you could purchase them. And sometimes you purchase them, there'd be like 2 or 3 on one sheet. And so you'd have to iron that baby on and get that and then peel it off.
Cereal boxes.
It came in cereal boxes. Came out of cereal boxes. You get logos, you'd iron on. Now you have people, I got a Cricut. I make a perfect t-shirt for you. And I don't care about that. That doesn't interest me. I want to do iron on. Better times.
And you'd go straight to the iron.
Myself. Yes. I'd run the iron myself.
I didn't run the iron.
Hot iron. Yes.
You did it.
Yeah.
God. That's probably why you advanced.
The most interesting part was you didn't go, Mom, I got these iron-ons. Can you go buy me a new shirt? No, you just use the shirt in your closet. Just find something. And then you thought nothing of it. Just be aware. If someone came to school with 2 logos ironed on their shirt on a random t-shirt, no one thought anything of it. It was more like, that's sweet. That is sweet. Where'd you get those STP stickers at? Well, I got them in Count Chocula. Oh, awesome.
I don't think this existed in my.
It's possible.
I don't know what this. If it did, if I might have missed out on this.
You
or
wouldn't
just
have
do
had
it.
that time. Anybody from the text line, Jake, remember these?
I haven't seen anybody yet.
It's
Bill.
possible that the sticker thing in cereal boxes probably was fairly short-lived.
Probably,
but we experienced. I remember vividly.
This is a Third Stone from Beatrice.
Third
Stone. This is new.
I had STP on a white T-shirt and would roll the sleeves a bit in 3rd grade. I thought I was the Fonz.
Better times.
Good God!
Imagine that. Think you're the Fonz, an iron-on.
Why was STP so popular?
Don't know. It was everywhere.
Yeah,
I can still see it.
Yeah,
wasn't it like kind of a blue and reddish, like around the edge of it? That was like
it's red, white, and blue.
And it was a oil supplement, right? That's what it was.
Or just oil.
Oil, yeah. Might have been just oil.
It seemed like maybe like IndyCar was a little more popular back then.
Might have been.
I think maybe that's.
But to see it on an STP sticker on something.
Okay, like Mario Andretti.
Yes.
He was an iconic figure.
STP.
Dino says, I remember it very well. You had to be so careful taking them off.
Oh, it was just a slight kind of that the edge like this. You just kind of shake it. And if you try to get it just right, and then sometimes it just didn't work. And if you only had 3/4 of it, you just kept it on. You did, and then you just kept it. You didn't take it off. It's like, I'm gonna throw the shirt away. Nah, no big deal. We're good. I'll wear it to school tomorrow. Be awesome.
Several people saying that maybe Richard Petty made STP
yeah,
popular.
Richard Petty. It was Petty. It was 100%
Richard Petty.
Not
Thank
even
you.
close. It was Petty.
Not Andretti.
It was Petty.
Yeah, not Andretti.
Yeah, it was Petty.
That's what it was.
Richard Petty, thank you.
That was Better Times.
YouTube, Genghis says, better times. Iron-on patches no longer work, can no longer save a pair of jeans.
Yeah,
you don't see that a lot.
And you did it inside out, too. Yeah. We talked about this.
We did that, Bill.
Oh, we did that. And also, it's like, don't worry about it. No one will notice because the patch is on the inside. Oh, they notice. They know. And also, here's the thing, Jake. Jake, I know you've never had a knee patch on a pair of jeans.
No.
But Jake, Steve, you could feel it. It was because you could feel the patch because it was heavier. It was a very heavy, and it was not very pliable.
No,
not pliable. But no,
you're right.
It was like a piece of cardboard that they would iron on in the inside of your jeans.
Didn't bother you,
and again, not big, no big whoop.
No, I didn't.
You had a shirt with iron-ons with 3/4 of a logo and jeans with patches, and it's like no big deal.
I played outside a lot in jeans. So.
Yeah.
Old Dad says, used to have the STP sticker on a white T-shirt and the candy cigarettes rolled up in the arm sleeve.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's
candy
cool.
cigarettes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, the STP stickers really resonated with people.
Richard
Because it was big back in our day for some reason. That's such a random thing, but it was more prevalent back then.
I haven't seen an STP sticker for 25 years. It didn't even exist.
Bring them back.
I had an STP cap. I had one on my cap.
You still have one?
No, I don't, but I had a cap. Like it was pretty normal.
One of the gas stations you could get them from too. There's these gas stations. You ever heard of this one before, Steve? DX. There was a Breakers. Help me if I'm right.
Is that Northeast?
It was a DX. It was like a service station. So it was like it may have been a version of mobile. I don't know.
Huh.
But
no, I have not
heard DX, and you could get. And so you also had STP stickers on my bike. Yeah, it's like oil
everywhere.
Better times.
Bill, the headline one more time, please.
Better times.
To be in the club, you got to iron the rub.
That is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Diner Contracting.
You were running the iron in 3rd grade. I did not do that.
I did that. Also, a breaker write in about the candy cigarettes. It would be nothing if your parents to walk by you and you're fake smoking a candy cigarette. They wouldn't say a thing like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, you do the fake smoking, and that was and there was a little touch of pink on the end. They would take the cigarettes and they would do a little touch of pink on the end. Yeah, and they always broke apart.
Didn't it have a puffing mechanism that if it would actually make a little puff of smoke?
I don't
Come
remember.
on.
Not in the candy. I don't remember that, but I remember. Yeah, that was not a big thing to have. But that was common.
Yeah,
to fake smoke.
I think you can still find candy cigarettes around.
Yeah,
I brought some in.
Yeah, Bill brought, like last year they brought those
Duke
in.
bought them for us in Milford. No, not Milford.
I could probably find some in Lincoln.
Yeah,
sure. But I can find some.
Yeah,
candy
we can
cigs.
find some. Yeah.
It is time to play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. The record is 2-1 on the week. Winning week possibly today.
Okay. This is big for us.
Today's a throwback Thursday. We had the NBA draft last night.
Okay.
NBA number 1 overall picks of the past. I will give you the school, the team that took them, and the year. You tell me who that person is.
Okay.
And I'll give you this. We're going back to some better times. Not all new times.
We should be okay.
The's better times involved.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you think your number 1 overall picks in the
last year, I don't
NBA
know.
draft, it's definitely not that. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Nickdown Sip and Bill in trivia. Number 1 overall picks of the past.
This will
in
be
the
fun.
NBA. Do you guys
If nothing
feel-
else, if you don't get them, I'll be excited to talk about them.
Yeah.
You guys should know all of these
That's
names.
the spirit.
Yeah. Okay. We have Aaron on the line. Aaron, how do you feel about NBA number 1 overall picks of the past?
Oh, pretty good.
All right.
Okay. Aaron came in pretty strong. Okay.
Bill is a lifeline for Sip for one
personal.
question. Aaron, first question to you. What Purdue forward did the Bucks take first overall in the 1994 NBA draft?
You got it. I got it.
That was Glenn Robinson.
Yeah. Big dog.
Brilliant.
Yeah, right.
Big dog.
1-0 lead for Aaron. Sip, first question.
God, he was beautiful to watch.
What Oklahoma forward did the Clippers take first overall in the 2009 NBA draft?
Oh, we should know this.
I have it if you don't have it.
Hold on. I'm going to try to get it, but I might need you. Oh, God, he played in Lincoln. Oh, I could see him. He's got freckles. He's a power forward.
5
really
seconds.
a dunk, really good dunker. Now he's still around, but not in the league. He had
Give him
bad knee problems.
A lot of description, but no name here. 5 seconds.
Oh, Bill,
5.
help me.
I
Bill.
sent you a picture of him like 2 days ago.
You did. Come on.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
Brilliant.
I wouldn't have got
Griffin
it.
is correct. 1-1 tie.
I wouldn't have got that name.
Bill has been utilized correctly, but he's out. Can't use him now. Back to you, Aaron, for
You
the
shouldn't have
lead.
lost me on Blake Griffin.
No.
Should have got it.
For the lead, Aaron, last question. What Syracuse forward/center did the Nets take first overall in the 1990 NBA draft?
Got it.
Layup.
The Nets.
Was that BC, Derek Coleman?
Yeah. Aaron's good.
Was Derek
Aaron.
Coleman.
Yeah.
Aaron, you like the NBA, don't you?
I do.
That's a good get right there. That indicates to me that you must be over 40.
I'll be 40 in a month.
Wow,
Okay.
there we go.
All right.
All right, Bill cannot help you, Sip. Last question to force the tiebreaker. What Cincinnati forward did the Nets take first overall in the 2000 NBA draft?
Kenyon Martin.
Brilliant.
4 for 4.
Yes.
And this will
Okay.
go to you guys today. 'Cause it was
this as
it was
well.
the caller yesterday that did the tiebreaker.
Okay, here we
so
go.
You can confer with Bill.
Thank
Dating back to 1947, how many first overall picks in the NBA draft have averaged 20 or more points per game their rookie year?
God, what a question. 47. How many
Dating
years
back,
is that?
that's 80 years or so. Dating back to 1947, how many first overall picks have averaged 20 or more points per game in their rookie
So it's about
season?
80. 80 years.
About 80 years, yeah.
Yeah, nailed it. Just go for it. It's either that or it's this. Don't go in between. I don't like
go in
them.
between?
No, take your number. I'm fine.
Okay, well, let's say 22.
Over, under 22, Aaron.
I'm going to say under.
This is painful. The answer was 21. You guys were so close.
It hurts.
It's so
Hurts my
painful.
stomach.
It does.
I want to throw up.
What did Bill write down?
24.
24. We're right
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Aaron's a
guesses.
great adversary.
Yes.
I mean, what
and I thought for sure that he would take the odds of over. I thought he'd probably go over with that.
Aaron, good
Aaron,
job
well
by
done.
you.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed by your NBA knowledge.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's a tough loss, but hey, we got all
That's
four
a
questions
brutal
right.
loss.
My favorite part is when you almost get it on the nose. Is seeing Jake's face.
Yeah.
You say the number.
I'm almost sad for you.
he's
Just like he almost nailed it.
Aaron was.
He got Derek Coleman. He got Ben Robinson.
How did
See,
you not have
we can
Blake
get
Griffin?
Kenyon Martin, but not named last year.
Yeah,
it's really
exactly.
odd.
It's really odd. I have no idea.
I don't know who went first.
The last
last
5 years, I have no idea.
I don't know who went first last year. I really don't.
I had to think pretty hard last night who won the national title this year.
I thought about this morning. Who won it? It was Florida.
Yeah.
Houston that game.
Hey, you forget.
Dude, tough loss, but he played well today. Missed it by 1.
Yeah, we played well.
Yeah, we can't.
There's
some games you don't lose, you just run out of time.
Yeah.
Hour 3 is next. We have a extremely hot take by someone from CBS Sports about recruiting
Really hot.
in the SEC. Let's just get next an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750. All through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Are you buying a home? Westgate Bank understands that you need to make important decisions during your home buying journey. Our local lenders in Lincoln and Omaha make themselves available so you can get the information you need to know. Use our mobile mortgage app to manage your transaction from pre-qualification to closing, no matter where you are. Get the service and convenience you want from a local community bank where our interest is you. Learn more and visit us online at westgate.bank. Westgate Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and the hail sale has been a huge success, but is winding down. We still though have several units with huge discounts. Plus, we have brand new Sierras, $14,000 off list, or starting at $37,105, or 0.9% APR on select new models. Yes, you heard right. $14,000 off or 0.9% APR on new Sierras starting at $37,105. So please check us out at cobblecars.com. All deals with roof credit, stock number G289358.
Husker fans, the 2025 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and we need your support in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $185. This plan includes a ticket to USC plus Akron or Houston Christian and either Michigan State, Northwestern, or Iowa. Tickets are only available while supplies last. Purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Third hour, sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Ready Mix Concrete. Apply today at nebcoinc.com. Saw a very interesting hot take, and this is I saw it first on CBS Sports. I did some more research. It's now gone everywhere. This is On 3. This is Alabama. I mean, there's so many different places that report on this, but it is late June. People are hungry for any sort of content, and I guess now we're going after head coaches for maybe golfing too much for being a problem. I saw this first on CBS Sports, but apparently Hugh Freeze of Auburn. It's been a slow month of recruiting for Auburn. Apparently,
they're ranked in the 80s.
Not great so far. And Alabama.com did research on all the gin handicaps of the coaches in the SEC. They went through all of them. They searched all their names, all the head coaches.
What the hell?
And it turns out in their research that Auburn head coach Hugh Freeze is playing a lot more golf than any of his peers in the SEC. And this is from On Three. It says in the month of,
come on.
In the month of June alone, Freeze got on the course 10 times. It still is June right now, by the way, but 10 times, AL.com found.
Okay.
They also said he has recorded more than 20 rounds throughout the calendar year. His handicap is 7.4. They broke down 4 other coaches, all of whom are sitting behind Freeze when it comes to recent golf outings. South Carolina's Shane Beamer is in second place, having 3 recorded rounds in June and shooting in the 80s, which nobody cares about. But the hot take is that Hugh Freeze is playing too much golf. He's playing too much golf. Is that a thing? Because we know that, at Nebraska, very, very, very busy month. Matt Rule's been over here with all these different camps. It's been a busy month. But is this just the hottest of hot takes and trying to find some sort of content for the summer, or is there any sort of
this is shocking,
any sort of validity to these shots being fired at Hugh Freeze at all?
Well, a couple things. Remember, I mentioned earlier also, let's just go back to one thing. Auburn, which we know is probably one of the roughest places there is to go. I just said, I wouldn't leave Indiana to go to Auburn for something like this.
No, I hear you.
And so
I'm listening.
Now, at the same time, it's shocking how private things are. Now, if I'm
unprivate.
I'm private. Jake, correct me if I'm wrong. He could have golfed and just not entered a score, right?
That is correct, Bill. I hardly ever enter my score.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he didn't enter his score. So there's 2 things. There might be more golfing that he didn't enter his scores. This is just what they know. And so if you don't enter your scores, but I'm sure when they entered their score, the one thing they didn't feel that this was going to be public record.
What is going on?
Yeah.
What is it coming to now? This is ridiculous.
I knew this would piss you off. That's why I brought it up.
This is ridiculous. This is what we're doing? Oh, let's find out how many times they played golf. Come on, man. I mean, maybe there's some correlation between Hugh Freeze and a slow recruiting period.
Well, you don't even know what's accurate because it could be that somebody else has played 20 times. They're just smart enough not to
put their scores in.
Don't put your score in. I went and played. I went out for an event or I did something.
The paragraph that just is, it's almost like I'm reading fiction or parody or something. AL.com then broke down 4 coaches, all of whom are sitting behind Freeze when it comes to recent golfing outings. Really, this is what you're writing now. South Carolina's Shane Beamer came up in second place, having 3 recorded GIN scores in June. A handicap of 11 is not too shabby. What's it? Why does it matter at all?
Yeah, it's very odd.
Wow.
They're trying to find reasons for why recruiting is slow. I guess they're taking shots at Hugh Freeze playing too much golf.
And there's 2 ways a couple of things to look at. Right away, it's like, okay, this is a tough lifestyle. And then B, the flip side is Hugh Freeze probably makes $10 million a year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, when you make that much money,
you can't play golf.
No, you can't play golf, but you're going to get scrutinized you're going to. I'm just telling you, that's just the part of it. When you're making $10 million a year, it's especially when it's in. I mean, when it's public knowledge, you can find these things out, and things aren't going well,
right?
And so it's just that doesn't sit well at all because I think they were ranked like that in the 80s.
Oh.
They got beat by was it 2 years ago? New Mexico State beat them at home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've had some. It's been rough. And so, but no, do I think that should be written about? No.
But I'll tell you what, Bill, there are a lot of people in this market and obviously down there that would say, no, Stipple, you're wrong. Yeah. That's great reporting. Yeah. I guarantee there's people saying that right now. No, that's great reporting. I want to know how much my head coach is playing golf.
Well, I would say this, though. It is somewhat great reporting. I enjoyed the story. I liked reading about it.
Didn't expect to see that, did you?
It interested me. It does. It interested me on the fact of like, why is this interesting? But it still interested me. So,
I just don't know if you can make a correlation between the fact he's played golf a few times and his recruiting class is low. I don't
know if that's direct. I would have to agree with that. Also, the one thing that now will happen 100% is that, and I understand the GIN score, which I do. I mean, that's not that will go. That's gone. Because no one now will ever enter a score. I mean, if
they shouldn't, there's no need
to.
Why would you?
I'd probably be like a head coach going like, okay, you guys are going to go out and play golf here in May for a day or so. All your assistant coaches do not enter a score.
Don't enter a score.
Do not enter a score anywhere. I want nothing official on this. It shouldn't be like that. You should be able to, because here's the other part you don't realize that they say, okay, he went out and played golf like that. How about the 49 weeks that he worked 100 hours? That type
ridiculous.
of thing.
I think you guys need to hear this. So then this is AL.com to the research. So Michael Casagrande is the writer. Okay?
Casagrande.
He wrote a column on this. This is his headline about, because this news has come out with all the golf. It says Casagrande, golfing Hugh Freeze shanks another one.
They're after
and
him.
It says this is an opinion column. It
They're
says
after him.
You can't lose a college football game in June. Fact. But the internet or goodwill with the fan base, that's very much in play. And let's just say Hugh Freeze is in the rough. Perhaps one could say in need of relief from Michael Casagrande.
So now anybody walks by him just on the street, hey, hitting him straight.
Now,
the reason it probably came up also, I remember reading this, or hearing him talk. I think it was during SEC Media Days last year, and it might have been Neuheisel. I'm not sure who it was, but he raves about golf. And it's discussed that he is the best golfer in the SEC as far as the coaches, and so he talks about it openly a lot. He does. He
doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me. But I'm just saying that's probably what also. If somebody went out and played 4 or 5 times and their handicap was like 39, they'd be like going, "That's our coach." Yeah, he's not. He's not spending a lot of time.
Yeah, this is something else. This is something else.
This column by Casagrande is ridiculous. He says,
Casagrande.
It's crazy. He says those 10 rounds in June are more critical than they seem. Games aren't won or lost in the 6th month, but recruits can be. And the Tigers lost 3 the last few weeks, good ones. It's impossible to say how Freeze's golf rounds line up with his calendar, but he's saying he's very critical of saying he plays too much golf, and he is a reason why they're not recruiting well and why they're losing recruits at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is being.
I don't know how you prove that at all.
Yeah. And what if he's playing with big donors? I know obviously we got revenue.
That could be 100%.
If there's any collective at all, he's trying to maybe get some money
I
in
can
here.
tell you unequivocally that Fred goes and plays a lot of golf. Fred Hoiberg plays a lot of golf with donors to raise money.
That's a smart man.
Yeah,
you have to do it.
And maybe Hugh Freeze is also.
And that is an area that is this. It's known. Golf is known for a business outing. That is very well known. You get a chance to know more about people. You're in a golf cart with them. However you put it, that is very well known that happens. So you don't know that 100%.
It just seems like a very myopic take. I mean, can't you just expand it to there are very successful people in this world that play a lot of golf, which means they're not working all the time, right? They're very successful.
Networking probably.
Yeah.
Getting relationships, business relationships as well.
Or just relaxing.
Sure.
Well, also,
is a coach not allowed to relax?
When I moved back here, one of the things just to bring it up like that, one of the things that was heavily discussed was the head coach here playing golf. That was
Frosty.
Yeah,
Frosty.
that was
on a simulator.
That was playing golf,
or just playing golf,
or just playing golf as a big thing.
It was
because everyone knew, and I remember telling my wife, I go, that's the hard part about that job. If you unless you own your own course, you go out and play on a course, and you're the head coach. Everyone knows. So if he probably belongs to a country club or whatever it is, but people would say, "Hey, what's going on like that?" Coach Freeze is on 9. It's said. Everyone knows it. The people working the course know it. They know he's on the course. So there's no secrets to anything.
No.
And so everyone's seeing that would probably be a common almost everywhere. I'm sure that's what happened here. If
it did,
if Frost went out and played golf, all of a sudden, he's on 16 right now. I mean,
God, but if they asked me to track how many times he played, come on.
Yeah. But
you can't guarantee there's a correlation.
It's just people get, if there is something not right, someone's going to find a way. They're going to find a way to come up with some reasoning behind it.
That's what's going on with Casagrande.
It's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, just
he's just going after
going.
Yeah. And I wonder, and most likely what started the conversation was that Hugh Freeze talks very openly about being a golfer and how much he loves golf. So all of a sudden someone's like, you know what? I'm just going to find out.
How many times did he play?
How many play?
And he plays more than anybody in the SEC.
And the thing is,
he's losing recruits.
There's probably, I would say this, he plays more than that because there's numbers that aren't recorded. and there's also others that have no recorded that do play.
Yeah.
So it all kind of levels itself out a little bit.
My guess is there's some support for Casa Grande on the text line.
Not in our tech. No.
Oh, really?
Maybe in Auburn, sure.
There's some people
fans are upset with Hugh Freeze. Might
jump
agree
on
with
it a little bit, and then they said, and then most fans would be like, if like fourth in recruiting, they'd be like, going, don't care, must be working, like that. But they don't factor in that. I believe there wasn't anything said with a caveat or an asterisk that also he may have been working during this time with boosters, with whatever is going on. I don't know if he's out there just playing.
You can text,
yeah,
as during golf. Remarkable.
Would it be a story if they were not if they were seventh in recruiting?
No,
in the country?
No, they wouldn't care.
Yeah.
If I'm you, I would say, listen, I've been playing with donors. I've been playing with boosters. What's the problem with that? If he fires back with proof, then this should go away. He shouldn't have to do that, though, in the first place.
It'd be kind of fun to be like, well, do you guys know so-and-so, so-and-so, so? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, they own this, this, and this. That was round 2. Do you guys know so-and-so, so-and-so?
Let's go through these ones.
Let's go. It'd be fun if he did.
That would be fun.
If he clapped back and just said, okay, here we go.
But what if he's just playing? Like
That's not wrong either.
It doesn't bother me.
You have your own deal. You hired him. His job is to win games. And so they've not – it is harder. But anytime you're like a head coach, you really can't go anywhere. I mean, you really can't. You just can't. You can't go anywhere. You can't. Even just stopping by at a restaurant is a lot. I mean, it really is.
What I've noticed over the years is they're even careful what they tell you because of stuff like this. They don't. The head coaches I've dealt with, I know that it's not overt, but I know sometimes they don't want to tell you something because you might say it or you might write it, and it could, even though it's innocent, innocuous, it might come off like this.
Could blow up.
Right. So Hugh Freeze is playing golf, and now it's the reason why he can't recruit. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, the next one's going to be all of a sudden, we also talked to Cart Lady, Ginger, and Heather, and they also served him 4 vodka lemonades.
Yep. Here we go. Now we're getting deeper in the conversation.
He had a hamburger, and he also had 2 glasses.
Not
of
eating
wine.
healthy.
Yeah, not eating healthy. It's cost him. Yeah, not eating healthy.
Lost his way.
And so all those things come up. So,
it's remarkable.
Yeah.
This is SEC country too. That's what this is. I mean, this is craziness.
If the report came back, I don't see it. It would be, if that was in the Chicago Tribune today about the Northwestern coach, it wouldn't be read. It wouldn't even be read. It'd be like, maybe he found somebody out there at the course. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah, it wouldn't even make a deal.
Poor Hugh. I feel bad for him. He's had health problems. Significant health problems.
I'd ask you, Sip, for Casa Grande writing this, is that 100% clickbait, or do you think he actually feels that way?
I think he actually feels that way. Okay. I do. I think he does. He seems to. My guess is he's an Auburn fan.
So
and he feels personally, he's made it personal.
So if no one else had the information, and all of a sudden Steve wanted to meet with you at that, they sit down with you and they slide this over and they say, listen, here's what we got. Here's all the Big Ten coaches like that. We got Dan Lanning at 22, Rules right behind him at 19, a bunch of guys with zeros back here. Is this a story?
How many times they played golf this month?
Yeah.
I'd have a hard time. I think I'd start laughing.
Yeah.
Really? We're going to do this?
Yeah.
We're going to make this correlation.
This is your angle here.
No, I think I'd say, no, I can't really write this. I'm sorry. Maybe make it a note somewhere. I don't know. Like put it in a notebook or something. Like a multi-topic column.
He lives in Birmingham. Michael Casa Grande. I think he covers Alabama mostly.
Oh, so maybe that's it. So he's going after Auburn on behalf of Alabama, sort of.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
have some reasoning behind it.
Yeah,
I think it's incredibly interesting.
It's
very
from the standpoint that he did it.
The standpoint that he has everybody's. That's the point. It's not the standpoint that he can sit there and say, well, Beamer's right behind him.
Yeah.
And Beamer's like, how did I get drug into this?
What the hell?
Beamer's like, I'm in South Carolina. I played 3 times. I played 3 times. That's not to me. If someone says, 3 is
I was proud of my handicap. Now they're using it against me.
Yeah, exactly. It does. Imagine coming off going, hell, I chipped in twice. No, yeah. Wait tomorrow, buddy. Wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
Your handicap
You're playing
drops.
too much golf.
You're proud of that score. You shouldn't be.
You're playing too much golf. Wow. Okay.
I couldn't imagine it all of a sudden, but you do I can remember because you just, like I said, you work nonstop Phones are never off. But again, I told someone this last night. I signed up for it.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad about that. No. But there'd be times when you'd be take like a day off and on vacation. And whether it be fishing, this, that, and after about 2 days, you almost feel guilty.
Right.
Like, oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's like, dude, you just worked like
80 straight days.
Like exactly 80 straight days. And then it plays out in front of everybody. And then you start to feel bad after about a day or two. You'll feel bad. Like, oh man,
I know how you are. Wow, that's a great
I'm going to say right now,
that's a great story.
He's not going to care much.
You don't think so?
It's real simple.
You don't think Hugh will care that much?
Nah, he's got to win. He knows, whatever, dude. I got to win 9 games. I got to be in the fold, type of thing. But there's a great, conversation. Every time you talk about Alabama, it's like the conversation is there's one billionaire in the state. One. And he's now he is an Auburn fan, but that's always the take against Alabama a little bit.
Now, hold on. There's one other thing you got to, first of all, this story will not end. Somebody's got to ask Hugh Freeze this question. Do you think you're playing too much golf and is it affecting your recruiting?
You
got to ask that question.
Will that question be asked, though?
Imagine
at media days?
How do you do this if you're Hugh?
Mr. Freeze, Steve Sipple on 3. Do you feel there's a direct correlation with you missing that putt and then you not also getting the linebacker out of Montgomery?
You playing too much golf, Hugh?
Yeah. Or ask the other one, do you feel if you were a 3 handicap that the class would be ranked higher?
You got to ask the question, and Hugh's got to answer it. That's the sad thing.
So
he's got to answer.
Give me the name again. His name,
Michael Casagrande.
So
he's got to ask him.
So when you guys are all standing around, you should tell everyone that standing around, and all of a sudden, and Casagrande's over there. You kind of like stand in a little separate group. Or is it kind of like, hey, I love the article?
No. The other thing about this article is I'm glad we're having this conversation. I think I want to hear what your guys' opinion on this. You got strong opinions. I think if you write this article, you can't write it without asking Hugh for Hugh.
Oh,
you got to ask.
You got to
say, you can't just blindside him with this.
No, you got to say, hey, listen, this is that. Do you want to comment? Right? If that's what you do. You reach out. I'm writing an article on number of times coaches golf in the SEC and whatever. Do you want to have a comment on?
Right.
And
I think you almost got to go so far as to get the AD. I don't think you can just write it and make the assumption that it's affecting.
Because my first thought immediately was just like, okay, played golf, might be a little. He probably played more than this, but I didn't really throw it in there until Jake nailed it with. How do we know this isn't work time?
He could be playing with donors.
Didn't play that. It's like
texting.
He probably is with boosters.
Yeah, Casagrande. I would say you got to call the coach in that situation. Now, maybe he did. I don't know what the article says. Did he say?
No, it said it had no talk of that at all.
He didn't say I reached out to him and he wouldn't comment.
Even if it's
I'd be okay with the article much more if he said if I reached out or if he had comments from you.
So if you had the exact information on Dion, you would reach out to Dion
if
Coach Prime?
If I was in that market,
there's no conversation with him.
He played golf 16 times.
Yeah, Dion.
I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to reaching out to at least through his agent or whoever through his camp of I'd like to get a comment on this.
Yeah.
Or would you like to comment? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Would you like to?
Well, I would want to comment.
Yeah.
And then I can imagine Hugh Freeze saying, "Are you serious right now? Are you doing an article on this?
You're writing this for real?
Yeah, this is what you're writing.
You want me to comment?
That I'm playing golf too much, and that's why we're recruiting a little low. Really?
Oh, I love it. For us, it was fun to talk about.
Yeah,
that's the one
super
reason.
Fun, yeah.
When we come back, the Pac-12 is trying to not be dead after all.
They're
we'll
back.
discuss that next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NEPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
You've heard the phrase bigger is better. Hello, this is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. As applied to family law firms, this phrase can be misleading. Yes, it's true that more resources, proven processes, a wealth of shared experience and expertise, these are all good things. But it's also true that being local has its advantages for a law firm. Familiarity with judges, with local experts, opposing counsel, even the local rules and practices. So if you're a guy confronting a family law matter, you should be thinking right now, I need all the above. I need big and local. In that case, call Cordell & Cordell, a national law firm comprised of local offices with local attorneys who practice in local courts. Remember, for over 35 years, we've been the partner that you can count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Lincoln area attorneys. 402-858-3220. CordellCordell.com. 1221 N Street, Suite 801, Lincoln, Nebraska 68508.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
I want to ride. Do you want to ride? June is officially riding month at Rod's Power Sports, Nebraska's largest volume Honda Power Sports dealership. Come in now and take advantage of huge savings and a great inventory selection during Rod's I Want to Ride celebration days all month long. Simply schedule a qualified demo ride on one of their new Honda motorcycles, ATVs, scooters, or side-by-sides, or purchase a new or used vehicle, and you get a free custom I Want to Ride t-shirt. Plus, all month long, they have 10% discounts on all wearables, parts, accessories, and oil change kits when purchased with a new or used Honda. Free refreshments served each Saturday morning in June. Just show up and say, I want to ride, and they'll fix you up with some free stuff and help you pick out that new ride. Come ride with Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln or online at rodspowersports.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 years and older. Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SauterHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
4th of July weekend is coming soon, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble your grill so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are approaching the end of June, which means July's approaching, and that's media days and getting back to camps. And that means August is back to school, and that means speaker season is coming soon.
This is crazy.
This is booking season.
This is crazy because of before we did this, I was just talking to Ellie about this. Just finished this, didn't we? Because she was asking what events you have, and I said, well, here's what's going on now. I said June was really busy, July's a little slower, then things crank back up in August. If you needed a speaker, Jake, say Jake, you're trying to get someone to come in and speak for some sort of knowledge here at the Ticket. Where would you reach out to?
I would talk to Tyler and the team at Mid-America Speakers Bureau.
Carlson!
Based in Central City. The website's midamericasb.com. They've grown from 7 speakers to more than 85 speakers, and they go across the Midwest and country as well.
They're nationwide. Focus is right here. Focus is in the Midwest, and Nebraska is the hub, obviously, right here from Central City. But just an incredible setup because talk about difficulty. When you go to sell a house, really difficult. Things like, I just put up for sale. Oh, whoa, there's a lot going on, man. When you go to get a speaker and people start randomly talking about like that, I'll find someone. My buddy's got a friend who knows some people. Maybe this works out. You get a chance to research everyone. They have their bio up there. They have everything they have. They have the costs that they have. Some people are going, because everyone has a budget.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, want to hire someone to speak like that. What's your budget? Oh, no budget. We have enough money for whatever you want. No, everyone has a budget. And then when you talk to Tyler, he says, okay, figure out this budget, figure this thing out. And then he handles all the details.
That helps.
All of the details. And so you know exactly what's coming, what time he's going to be there. He is the liaison. So if I'm speaking at an event, which I have numerous coming up with him, he's the one who handles, okay, Bill will be there at this time. He needs to have this, and this. This is what we have. He does all the negotiation. So you handle all those things. And then he always then he allows you to reach out and talk to those that are hiring you. But it's a home run, Steve.
Tyler.
Home run.
The website again, midamericasb.com for Mid-America Speakers Bureau. Thanks to them for being wonderful people.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Well, they are. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Tyler's good. So right now the Pac-12 is 2 teams. It's really the Pac-2, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Oregon State, Washington State. They're trying to get this conference back. Texas State, this is from CBS Sports, has informed the Sun Belt Conference it expects an offer to join the Pac-12 in the near future. The timing is important. Texas State's exit fee to join the Pac-12 in 2026 doubles from $5 million to $10 million on July 1st. So right now, the Pac-12 is looking to lure Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State, Fresno State, and Utah State from the Mountain West starting in 2026.
Yeah. I think that's already been agreed upon.
But it'll be next year they'll be starting in the Pac-12. So whenever we can say, Kliakov ruined the conference for a short time. And again, they're losing the likes of USC, UCLA, and Oregon, Washington, the big wigs. But the Pac-12 is going to remain, and Texas State will be likely the next team to join the Pac-12.
Well, there's several things, that are interesting about this. A, the loss of the Pac-12 was horrific. I mean, absolutely.
Pac-12 after dark.
It was just horrific.
There's a lot that goes into that discussion.
And everyone blames Kliavkoff, which they shouldn't. He's part of it, but they should. Remember, he took a number to all the presidents, and the president said no. He took a number to them that was the same as the Big 12 and the ACC. So they easily could have survived. They'd still be a conference. And they said, no, we are the conference of champions. We need to be in the Big 10 SEC money range. We're the Pac-12, and it never happened. So they passed on a number. Then all of a sudden, all that was left was Apple TV, and that's all that was left. And people just ran. Think about this: the champion of the Big Ten in football this year was Oregon, and they're just getting partial pay. They're not even a full member financially, and they won the league. Think how good the Pac-12, the talent was.
Oh God!
And the players that have played, the tradition in that league. And
think of when you were a child.
Yeah, and and life had moved east, right?
Yeah.
It was moving east, even with the success. And now everything is east. I mean, this cut the United States in half, and to the west side, there's not much interest in what's going on out there, especially in college football.
It wasn't that long ago when Ryan Leaf was playing, and Marcus Mariota, and
Pete Carroll was running
It
football.
wasn't that long ago. And then it just blew up.
Now we got Texas State to the Pac-12.
Texas State to the Pac-12.
And Utah State. Nothing against Utah State.
No, but it's just
it's not UCLA.
Brilliant move. Like I said, CBS picked him up, and so CBS is there. They already had the Mountain West. They basically took the Pac-12 for future things. The next thing to know, within this will not continue, and I think it's in the 5-year window. Maybe it's more than that, but this will not continue.
What's that?
Where it'll get back to geography again at some point in time.
You think so?
The footprint will come back. What'll happen? So, well, how's that going to happen? Well, that means at some point in time, it still may be Big Ten, but now it's less because it's the 4 schools from the West Coast. It might be in the Nebraska, the Iowa, Illinois. So it's not quite as much, but there'll be some sort of change. You have to have a geographic footprint. That's the number one reason why the SEC is so good, because of their geographic footprint. Now the number of TVs and the ability to make cash from the Big Ten, absolutely, it's really good. But if you don't eventually have some geography, they're not going to keep hauling Cal to play Clemson.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. Stanford's not going to keep.
Think so.
Stanford's not going to keep going to Syracuse. Those things there's going to be a change in that. It just eventually they'll get to the point where I thought we can't take this. There's a number thrown out which is it's like an NFL number. They said every time you fly someone, one player is $10,000. So if you're a football player for Stanford, and you're flying back to play North Carolina State, the average there right now is could be like
just throwing money away.
About $10,000 a person.
It's a lot.
And to haul them.
Wait, how much?
10,000 per person. That was the number that was thrown out. That's an NFL number, so college has more numbers, so probably a little bit less. Get that. But I'm just telling you, it's just not going to hold up, because if you don't have some, why is the triangle there so cool in North Carolina? North Carolina State, Duke. They're all 5 miles apart from each other.
Right.
And then when they go out socially, they all cross paths.
Right.
I mean, it's incredible. And so all of a sudden it'd be like, God, we can't wait. I go to Cal, and I just can't wait to get some of that Pitt game. I want to get out there to Pitt.
Nobody's saying that.
No. And so there has to be a geography has to come back into play, and it will.
Here's a geography question. It's not totally related, but I heard Greg Biggins on the radio yesterday saying something that I thought of you. He said, and I had to turn off the radio for the reason, but when we're talking about the West Coast and everything shifting east, he said that it's no longer the top 3 states in recruiting it's no longer Texas, Florida, and California. He said California's 4th now. It's Georgia. Is that, what's your opinion? I don't know how you prove it, but what's your opinion?
It'd be hard to tell. There's so many variables to it. But he was talking about with that, right?
Did you hear it?
That USC was having so much success because USC stayed local.
Right.
Where they had lost a bunch of national recruits.
Yeah.
They had guys committed from Georgia and all the places that didn't work. I mean, it was to the point when Pete Carroll was there and when I was recruiting, it was like, you just like, okay, who are they recruiting? You weren't going to beat them from California. They were going to SC.
And then they'd go and pick and choose around the country.
If
there's a receiver in Jersey.
They take about 5 or 6 guys.
They'd go get the receiver in Jersey.
But the top 20 came right out of their backyard. So smart move by Lincoln Riley saying, hey, listen, we got to knock that off. Let's just get the best players of California. There's still really good players there.
But you think Georgia maybe has surpassed California. And what I heard from Brian Munson, our guy, he said it's high-end talent, that Georgia has more high-end. And
also, I think just the interest. Just go to a high school game in Texas or Florida or
Georgia.
It's insane.
And then go in California.
Go California. Go and you'll go to a game. There might be 100 people there. I mean, one of them is just too hard to get to the game.
Yeah.
If we get there, I'd love to go to that. How would it take? Well, it's a 2-hour drive. How far is it? It's 14 miles.
Right.
And so
100.
It's just that part of it's miserable.
Yep.
The spillover is next on Early Break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NEBCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Yeah, NBA draft.
NBA draft.
Tonight. Bryce Williams. We'll see if he gets his name picked or not tonight.
Bryce Williams.
I don't know what time.
What's the inside on that?
There's a chance.
I'm guessing no. The inside is, I think, is a long shot.
Well, I'm sure the NBA is very much NFL, or things are slotted with when you get. So sometimes I don't know what the difference is on the draft, but sometimes you can be in a much better situation on not being drafted. There was a lot of undrafted free agents playing in that series,
Hey,
in those playoffs.
You've been watching the NBA a lot now. What do you think? You've seen Bryce Williams a lot. You're qualified to talk about this. I know I am. I watch a lot of NBA, and I watch a lot of Bryce. I think he can play in that league.
I think there's a slot. I don't know where he's. When I say I don't know, I really don't. I don't know, because when I watched the level of defense that picked up when it got down, it was so different. And can he defend at that level? Because he has to be able to defend. You have to be able to bring a defensive and an attitude to you that says that. I don't say he doesn't, but that would be the thing that's when things changed in those series. It's like you watched those guys defend. They out defend. No one said we're going to outshoot them. We're going to this like that. We have this better plan. They out defended people.
And it's really physical.
And so that was the part. And then how is that? Because when I watched the insane defense that was going on, there was guys that that couldn't even get open. Brunson couldn't get away from people.
100.
And so all of a sudden, what's it like on Bryce when someone says
when it turns up?
This is what it's like in the playoff times. I think during the season, they're kind of like, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to be like this, and it changes.
You've watched him though, and you've seen he's really competitive. So
Absolutely.
I think there's a willingness,
and also defense. When you talk about great defenders, they all have length, and he's got length, and so that allows you to defend length.
From the pre-draft list, he's Bryce Williams, number 68 on the big board of players, number 71 overall player, number 16 shooting guard available in the draft. So if you look at that, I guess a late round possibly, but probably unlikely to see his name called. We will hope for that, obviously, but
that's where I see
off those numbers. No, you would.
I see it as being unlikely they'll be drafted, but I think he can make a roster. No, I'm not saying he's gonna. I don't even say he's gonna start, but you've watched games. I can picture him being just fine in that league. And the other thing is he's a great scorer. Great scorer.
And he also has everything else on the character side.
Yeah,
which is really good.
He's going to be there.
Yeah, he's going to do everything really well. He's going to work really hard. All those things. He has it all. Yeah, he has it all. So I think that gives him another like not just a fighting chance, a way better chance. It's like, okay, this guy does everything right, everything right.
But we all know it's enormously difficult to make that league.
So we'll see. Round 2 is tonight. That's it. Round 1 yesterday. Round 2 today. We hope to hear Bryce Williams' name called. No guarantees, but certainly we'll get a chance to play somewhere after and sign as an undrafted free agent. That's it for us. The Drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch.